Paul's always lost. It's yeah.
Can I do it?
We've lost it because we were pulled over by the beer patrol.
Oh,
hey there, beauty. Welcome back to a late night BoozeBags hangout on Manchester's Beer Reviews. We've got 5 great people here. Well, 5. I suppose it's 5, including me. Maybe I'm not so great, but yeah, look at Paul, Joe going. Nah. Anyway, Joe's pretty great. Anyway, you can also shut up. And we've got Todd here tonight. How you doing?
Woo woo.
Good. Woo. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Are you old enough to drink, Todd?
Barely, but barely. Yeah, I just did make it.
You're the one with the hipster beer, I think. What is it you're drinking again, Todd?
This is a mango margarita / IPA from Omnipolo.
By Omnipotent Chicken.
Omnipotent Chicken? Chicken shit.
It's only the second beer I've had from them. The other one was the pecan.
the Noah.
The
pecan? The pecan.
Yeah, which is fantastic. I don't know if you guys, Joe, I know has had it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has had it or not, but it's great.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't get Omnipolo stuff here. I wish I could.
So when I saw this one, I was kind of excited about it, but now that I'm having it, the lounge a little overpowering.
IPA is the only thing by them that's ever shown up here in
You can't get Omnipolo if you drive up to that refurbished train station about an hour north of you.
Me? What the fuck was that, Nick?
It's called spilling my glass.
That motherfucker just snorted a line off the table. Like, yeah.
That's what I was just thinking, Paul. Just on the top of his head, I was like, all of a sudden,
I'm snorting head off of an IPA.
It totally did.
Nick, pretty soon Nick is gonna be like, his back
he's gonna get off his fucking face. Nick has gone past all of us just drinking our beer. Nick is now snorting his beer.
Yeah. Because Greg's not here. Because Greg's not here, I'll say it for you. Nick just snorted a line of Coke off his cock.
Get the tip right up to the nose there. Right off the red beer. We don't need visuals.
Anyway, red beer.
I have got a can of a Big Rig Alpha Bomb IPA with their fancy new labeling. And
that's not exactly your first can of that, is it?
This is my first can this evening. I've had many of them.
This evening? I mean, like before. You've had that before, I'm pretty sure. This
is one of my go-tos for sure. Yeah, this is one of the first IPAs when my palate kind of shifted way back when, where I was like, as opposed to being like, oh, it's so bitter and I hate it, to like, wow, this is actually a pretty good beer. Yeah,
I love this local red beer.
It's from Ottawa, so it's about 3 hours to be somewhat local.
I thought you were going to say it's from Ottawa, so it's shit.
No.
Oh, okay.
Only the people.
I'm gonna assume, Joe, you're drinking the usual.
Yeah, I have moved on to some water because nice. I actually drank 3 beers today. Reviewed a couple and then did the one with Todd, but the allotment of calories is out the window, buddy. So it's done.
Yeah, you're having a what do you call it? A treat day or a
cheat day.
I just allotted 600 calories for just strictly beer today. That's all I did. So
you ate like 3.
So I might have had 3 beers, but I didn't have lunch.
Basically, exactly what happened. I did not have lunch.
Today, beer is your food. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Liquid bread.
He had 1 egg, 3 peanuts, and 3 beers.
Yeah.
And a bottle of water.
It was like 6 cashews. That's about it.
Anyway, what are you drinking, Paul?
I'm drinking, I just got done with a 6-pack of homegrown dry hop lager from Victory. And I just got done with a 4-pack of Weyerbacher's Day Wrecker, which is a 10% extra American ale. So it'll build walls 4 times higher. And so now I just cracked open my 12-pack of Victory, and I pulled out another one of these homegrown lagers. So I'm loving life.
You're loving life right now because you're already 12 beers in. And some of those were 10% beers. Jesus,
that's crazy.
I won my second beer of the night.
Those are the only ones that he's confessed to.
Yeah, right. He's not talking about the shots of whiskey.
Why do you think everybody at the end of the night in England was shit-faced and I was still sober?
Yeah, right. Just like at the beer fest, everybody's like getting tired, and you and Chad are like still going strong.
Strong, long.
Strong, long. Anyway, I am drinking a Collective Arts Life in the Clouds. I finally got to try this.
Ooh, what do you think?
Nice. Sorry. Not as good as the hype I thought was leading up into this.
How old is it?
August 13th. Topped with
should be pretty good then.
Mosaic and Simcoe hops. It's pretty tasty. I guess maybe I was kind of expecting something more along the lines of like IPA number 5.
Yeah,
somebody said it was.
You turned your expectations.
It'll never happen again, my friend. It'll never happen again.
How did it pair with the Coke?
The what?
The Coke.
Coke.
Yeah, did you inhale? Yeah.
No.
Is your heart still beating normally, or what's happening? What's going on?
It hasn't exploded yet.
No, not yet.
How many Kokanese out of 10 would you give it?
About a negative 300.
Probably about 3.5, maybe a third, 3/4.
I'm making up numbers. I love it.
Kokanese, maybe. What do you call it? 3 Kokanese and a Lucky Lager.
Oh.
That actually doesn't sound that impressive.
No, I was gonna say 3 Kokanese and a top shelf.
3 Kokanese and a Big Rock. How's that?
You're not Brad. We're gonna need you to stop.
Brad's a wreck right now. Brad is having an emotional moment.
I miss Brad, man. What the frig?
I miss Brad, but yet I feel somewhat more heterosexual with him not around.
What? Heterosexual?
Yeah, because he does that like gay man calendar thing with his bike when he has a picture up. And it's like,
nothing wrong with that, Paul. He's a sexy human being. You know that.
He really likes that bike.
I can hear Joe's penis moving through the camera.
No, you can't. Trust me. Polish. You're not hearing anything.
You hear the meat twitching.
You can't see it. You can't hear it. Nothing's happening.
The meat twitching. That was glorious.
Like a big sausage grinding through sandpaper.
Maybe like a small sausage.
I've ever seen those like the giant worms that live in some place, and there's like a nature documentary. The buddy's like above the ground, and you can hear these worms like squelching through their tunnel. Yeah, there's
squelching.
His penis.
Squelching. No, I don't do squelching. I do fletching, but I don't do squelching.
Fletching like Chevy Chase.
Gerbil in the tube. Gerbil in the tube.
I do one, but not the other.
Yeah.
Got a few comments. We have Eric Gilbert who followed us over from I don't was he in your mystery beer duo review? Eric Gilbert, was he in the comments?
Well, he's Canadian, so he has no life, so probably.
It's almost like you said that with a Canadian accent there. You're like, oh, he's Canadian.
But anyway, he says cheers, drunks.
Oh shit, man! Shots fired.
And then Rod comes in and tones it down a bit and says, cheers, fellas.
Oh, yeah, he just called us.
Hey, man.
There's somebody that should get in here. I'm sending you a link, Rod.
Hi, Rod, you sexy piece of shit.
Trying to get you in on the chat for a while now.
Eric Gilbert says, that's a good one. I don't know what he's referencing. Maybe Life in the Clouds, perhaps. Because he's Canadian. He said, that's a good one, Eric Gilbert. So
probably, yeah, he's talking
or maybe the Big Rock.
Or the one that from, what do you call it? Big Rig, the Alpha Bomb, the red beer was
drinking. Yeah. Sorry, that's not that Big Rig. And then Rod says, hype and craft beer. What? And this is LOL nose candy. You missed it, Rod. Nick tried to save his overpour by slurping the head, but it sounded like
his nose, his nostrils.
Yeah, he was doing a line of coke, and he was lying. His head was off the camera.
It was just like all you can see was the top of my head that I'm doing.
So we were asking him how it pairs with that Life in the Clouds.
Pretty soon I was going to hear Freebird playing, and he just starts walking off a balcony in a little nighty, and I was like Forrest Gump, and I don't know what's going on. And holy shit!
Anybody here see
credit card
on the 10th fucking video he did today, where it's like he started out by like somebody jumped off the sixth floor of his fucking balcony.
I was so pissed off I wasn't there. I could get messy free sex.
Hey, you know what's even creepier is right directly below him too.
Well,
because he looked straight down.
He was very.
That's where if you wanted to die quick,
He was kind of very nonchalant about it too. Like as if
I love it.
It seems like it's like a weekly occurrence over there or something. It's kind of
I mean, I have to move to Canada just to get the free sex, the free splashy sex. It's awesome.
Splashy sex.
Yeah, messy, splashy sex. I was like, there's corpses around your building all the time. Holy fuck!
It's almost like Paul wants to move there now.
Yeah. I never thought I'd want to be Canadian, but if I can get free corpse sex all the time,
free corpse sex and free healthcare.
Yep. Mm-hmm. This is a live chat that we're all part of right now.
Unfortunately.
I tried to make a fucking negative thing into a positive thing. So sorry, I'm so positive. I'm a positive guy. HIV positive. I'm very positive.
We're gonna segue into comments.
That's
comments.
Hurry.
It's pretty much just Rod. He says he's laying in a hotel bed, so he's gonna watch and chill.
Speaking of HIV positive.
And then he says he likes being a viewer, and then Raining on Your Parade shows up and says, "No stealing any towels, Rod." And Rod replies with, "Nah, just the ropes. Just steal some ropes."
Fine.
Nice.
He's apparently okay with that. And then Rod says, "Yeah, Chris had the intro," and I was like, "What the fuck?" But the apartment is probably now available. Look at the bright side, I guess. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying to be positive. He's trying to be positive, man. I'm sure he already bought the tissues with the lotion already infused, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my Lord. What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
Yes, you are.
Just say so, Nick, how did you enjoy doing the mystery beer review? How did you enjoy it? Everybody here has done one except for Redbeard. Sorry, Redbeard. I know it's a bad. You know what I'm sorry.
Well, Redbeard has to have people who like him first.
Yep.
Look, I'm sorry, dude.
Ouch.
Wow, Nick is an asshole, Redbeard.
Love you guys too.
I didn't say anything.
We didn't say it.
I was just.
I make jokes about people.
I
wouldn't have you on if I didn't like you, man. Don't worry.
I even gave you a thank you video, Redbeard. Jesus Christ.
He brings you on so he can twist that knife more and more right into your back, maybe hit the spinal cord.
Yeah. If today comes where you drive me to suicide, it'll be in the middle of a BA 101. I'll tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's if you can make them.
So Nick, how was it? How did you?
Last time you were on one.
How did you enjoy it?
It was fun. I'd totally do that again.
If I'm going to do that, I'll skip work obviously that day and be like, you know what? I'm going to do the BA 101, the last BA 101 ever. Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
No.
Hate you
I
for
didn't say one negative word in my video for you, Redbeard. What?
I'll give you that. That's true. That's true. You didn't say a word at all.
No, you didn't say
I didn't say a word at all. I said one negative word.
He didn't. I mean, I didn't either. I just stated facts. I mean, I don't.
Tune in 3 hours later for Nick's answer to Joe's question.
Yeah, he's like, I liked it. Thank you, Nick. But I think it was different.
I liked it.
That was good.
It was interesting because most of the blind / mystery / whodunit whatever reviews I've watched, like Paul's and Matt's and Kyle from No Hype, and everyone's doing them by themselves, right? So you're doing it solo. When you have someone to play off of, I think it's a bit easier. I don't want to say a bit easier, but it's just you can play stuff off of one another, and I think it helps.
One thing that I can say that really helps if you're doing a mystery beer review, like Redbeard hasn't done one, do what Matt does. Do every tasting note ever invented and completely fuck it up still. And then when you get done, since you said every tasting note ever invented,
you're good.
You're like, I was close.
Nailed it.
You weren't though. Because he does that
feel
every
like,
fucking review.
Watching the Nick, you and Lee today, I feel like I would have probably guessed the Citra thing, and like I might have even been able to get. I've had a decent amount of Karma Citra. It's really one of my favorite seasonal IPAs from Great Lakes, and I might have fucking got that one, man. But like you guys being out there, like have either of you ever had that beer before?
No, I don't think I've had Karma Citra. I don't think.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not sure if maybe I had actually, you know what? Let me look at my tab. I might have had.
Actually, you know what?
Shit.
Let me go
What? Wait, hold on. Let me do a line.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Like. No. Off my phone.
Let me do.
We do a line of hops off my phone.
You gotta prioritize, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I don't think I've had it.
You gotta check them out on tap.
But yeah, I would totally do. Shut up! I would totally do that again. That mystery beer.
Yeah, it's fun. It is fun, and it kind of challenges your palate. It's good time. It's good times. I think it's even more interesting when you fuck with someone like traditional lager turns into American Lava, or like me, like me,
wild ale,
or like me, Jamie sending me.
It's good times, man.
Red wine barrel aged saison with blueberries and raspberries. I thought it was a blueberry IPA because I'm fucking idiot.
That's funny.
I did the last one I did for Matt. I cannot believe I got it. Like I'm picking on all these weird shit, and at the end I'm like, this sounds stupid. This is like I said, 7.2%, like bigger palate or lighter IPA. The thing was fucking crystal clear. I'm like, there's lactose and oats in here. And there was. And I'm like, I fucking blind squirrel.
Was it all at the bottom? Like you didn't shake it up enough or something?
No, man. No, because I tasted the lactose and the I thought there was lactose, and you know how lactose sometimes get a vanilla character. And I'm like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, this when I poured it, I was like, this is a fucking adjunct lager. Like, that's what it looks like. It's fucking crystal clear and whatever. And then it was like super lemony, and I'm like, there's a lot of lemon and there's like vanilla. I'm like, this my fucking palate is garbage. Then I open it up, it's they call it an oat oat pale ale, and they use lemon drop hops, and I'm like, weird. Oh, my palate. I'm like, what?
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck?
the one you were telling about all the lemon you were getting, and there's something about that. The lemon drop hop, it makes sense.
Yeah, well, it did, but it was like I wasn't just straight on lemon. It was like a lot of lemon and like orange. It was just really citrusy. But
you
like
said orange, you failed.
Well, no, yeah, that's why I wasn't 100% spot on. I also said 7.2 instead of 7. But no, it was just
wow.
That's a fail.
It was just a massive fail, 0.2 off. No, but it was like one of those things where it was a crystal clear beer, but it had lactose and oats in it. And I'm thinking the oat, like when people usually brew with oats, it has some kind of decent haze to it.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but you actually, I mean, let's be honest. You didn't pinpoint the creek where the water came from.
No, I didn't.
So yeah, I mean,
I didn't also call the malts they were using in addition. Like I didn't know what yeast strain there was.
You know what? I know the brewer was on her period that day, so I know I know exactly where this came from.
Rod J back in the comments.
Chris
had the intro and he was like, "What the fuck?" But it is probably now available.
I already read that red beer. Fuck's sakes, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Between every single comment of Rod's, a life was conceived.
There you go. I didn't see that before.
Eric Gilbert says, yes, life in the clouds, and not commenting with those Canadian jokes. Fucking bitter Americans. Listen, there's only three all the Americans here. Yeah, no, we're not bitter at all, man.
I mean, I'm a bit, yeah, I'm pretty much.
Well, never mind. Paul is always bitter, so it's not like, you know, I mean, him and Lee, but Lee's Canadian, so like, they all
Somebody put every single possible hop into the boil when they made Paul.
Gives me an idea. Next time I do a mystery beer, I'm just going to guess every hop. There could be Citron here, Mosaic.
Well,
Paul's got an IBU rating of at least 300.
That could be this. I don't know.
That's
close.
Rod also says thanks for all if you chimed in earlier too with the Black Cloister.
Damn it, I was doing that one too, but I thought you read that one too already.
Robert, we're going to need you to pay attention on a scale of 1 to...
Rod, I really enjoyed watching you, but that guy half seemed disinterested.
No, he seemed into it. He seemed into it.
No, he didn't.
He started. He brought fucking Rod free flights and stuff. He's like, yeah, well,
I got that. But the thing, what he was doing, he was like, I'll shut him up by giving him beer, and then we'll be okay. And then I'll go back to.
It's like 2.5 hours of him sitting there.
He was looking over like, I need to do a line. I need to do a line. I need to do a line. Like,
no, that's Nick right now. See, now Nick is blowing his nose. There's gonna be a lot of blood on it.
Oh my god! There is. Did anyone fucking actually like know that there was going to be a fucking Canadian blizzard going on right now? Because there's one.
A little cloudy inside. What's going on?
Yep, cloudy with a chance of high.
Like what?
You sure Ashley didn't send an 8-ball along with your
Magic 8-ball says Nick's gonna be tripping.
Oh god.
Oh man, he must have went hard. That's multiple.
There he comes. Yeah, there he comes.
He's coming out of his mouth and shit. He's doing the whole thing. He's into it.
I was like, dude, you know what it's like to blow your nose when you got a mustache, right? You don't get the proper feel.
No, I do, but not after fucking snorting an enormous amount of cocaine.
You know what the funny part is that after the chat ended, my brother called me. He wanted some like tech support.
Okay.
Somebody built him. And I told him what I was doing. I'm like, it's like I couldn't answer the phone because I was doing this podcast. He's like, oh yeah, what are you doing? I told him about the whole mystery beer thing. He's like, how do you know it doesn't have ricin in it? I'm like, what? What the fuck? I trust the guy that sent it. Yeah, it could have ricin in it.
Does anyone really trust Ashley Sackett?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he works for a shoe store.
That's right. He's fucking Al Bundy.
So I was gonna say, is that Al Bundy?
Yeah, he's Al Bundy of Canada.
Al Bundy. He literally is beer analysis 101. Al Bundy. We even did a Married with Children reference there when we had one of our sponsors for that episode that week. As what was the name of the shoe store?
Oh, and fucking Married with Children that he worked at?
Yeah.
Cokeheads Anonymous.
I don't ever remember them saying. Did they ever actually?
Yeah, I can't remember it though.
Say what it was?
That show is what started in like the mid to late
Very shoes and accessories for today's
started
women.
what was it, 2013?
I know he played for Paul Caskell and scored 3 touchdowns in a game.
Paul Kai, baby.
I had a Dodge in the garage.
Say Ted Bundy?
Kill
people?
Oh, I actually had my mom told me about Ted Bundy because he was going around when my mom was a late teenager, and
so he could
she
actually
told
be
me
your
like
dad.
because actually
Probably
but
is.
he was going after blondes. She was a blonde, and everybody was dyeing their hair and wearing wigs and shit like that all around the country, like even in PA where they were. And I was like, that's pretty interesting, like to know that kind of because he was going everywhere. So that kind of paranoia was going through all the people back then. It's kind of actually interesting to hear that even she was dyeing her hair different colors because he was going after blondes and stuff. It's pretty crazy to live in that kind of society back then.
I'm about to crack open a Ransack the Universe, and it is no longer called a Hemisphere IPA. It is now just an IPA.
Well, that's all it was.
Wasn't like the first batch of Life in the Clouds called Hazy IPA? Now it just says IPA.
Shit.
I mean, it's still hazy as shit. But
I feel like they changed everything around the same time they changed the Rhyme and Reason from an extra pale ale to their Citra pale ale.
Fucking extra. I'm done with the word extra tonight.
Hey, Todd, is that a bitch's brew?
It is.
Oh, is that the oak age? Is that the oak age one?
Extra pale ale.
That brew fits the drinker, you bitch.
Absolutely.
That's one looks like a nice one to sit and listen to jazz music with.
Actually, it's not that good.
Is that the oak aged one though? Isn't that the oak aged one now they released?
Yeah, the wood. They call it wood aged.
Wood aged, yeah. Okay, because the original one wasn't.
The name of the beer is a play on the Miles Davis album.
Of course it is.
Yes.
We're gonna need you to
it's called
settle down,
Miles
Nick.
Davis's bitches brew. I mean,
Nick's gonna pull up the vinyl in 2 seconds. He'll be like,
No, I don't have the record. I kind of want that record, but I don't have that record.
It's the first time they had them in 12-ounce bottles, so I had to pick one up just because I haven't had it for a while either. So
actually, you're right. I haven't had that fucking thing in almost 5 years now.
Just because I never wanted to buy a bomber of it after I had it the first time.
Oh. Hey, Paul.
I got a 16 ounce of that and the 120 at the one bar I went to, and they were good.
Ron J got aged wood.
Aged wood.
That's awesome.
By the way, Paul, you got a message there for Lee saying the other your podcast ready or something.
Oh, is it ready? All right. Bye-bye.
Take it easy, Paul.
See ya.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
All right, now
all of a sudden that went quiet.
Yeah, now
one down. Now everybody can talk.
Now this is like a PG-13 stream. Everyone, PG-13 until Nick fucks it up. Oh, I just said that. Never mind, boys.
Yep. Now it's no longer cocaine I'm snorting. It's just pops.
Jesus Christ.
True story.
True story indeed. No, I just asked about the review just because I know it was your first one, and like I said, Redbeard has another. I mean, I even sent one to Todd, and he doesn't have a channel, but he did it on the Beer Flow show, and it fucks with your mind a little bit. It does. It does fuck with your mind, especially when you get something that appearance-wise would indicate it's a completely different style just based off of looks. That always fucks with me. Like the first one that Matt sent to me looked like a fucking New England style IPA, and it ended up being a wit beer because a wit beer is basically what New England style IPA looks like, right? I mean, that's exactly pretty much the same.
Yeah, and then depending upon what one you get, it might taste like citrusy.
Yeah, and it did. It had orange, but I could tell because it had like coriander to it, like a spicy coriander. But yeah,
I probably would have picked up the coriander, but at the same time, it might have. Maybe I might say it's like, oh, it's a Belgian IPA or something like that. So
where the fuck did Paul go in like the 30 seconds?
He said he doesn't like you anymore, and he had to leave.
Yeah, no, he went to jump off the 6th floor. No, he went off.
So he had to go outside and climb a very tall tree. Then, right? That's what you're saying right now.
I don't think he's.
No, he's doing a podcast with Lee.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Cool.
Yeah,
I remember you saying that like when you first joined in. He said that. So yeah, touche.
I have to leave.
I actually enjoyed the blind taste test.
Yeah, it's fun. They're fun.
I want to do one. Marcel keeps saying he's going to bring over some beers and like have me do one like with him there kind of thing. At the end, he was actually randomly. I saw him for the first time since my 1000th video yesterday, and he was not happy about the way that it ended. Like the fact that I like opened another beer and like did that after he left. He was not impressed, and I was like, dude. Everybody else thought it was like they liked it. Everybody like I got no dislikes. Everyone's like positive comments and stuff. I'm like, sort of like again, he had to leave. He's like, I didn't have to leave. We finished the beer, and you said give me a minute, and I was like, yeah. We sat down, put on some TV, and it got to the point where like we just got into the TV stuff and forgot about that. And you're like, oh, I have to go. I was like, okay, so yeah, you had to go. You had to leave. And
yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Like,
which channel was it again? I forgot. Was it yours?
Yeah, again, true.
Yeah.
He'll get over it. He'll get over it. Just fucking
deal with
settle down.
Like he's my best friend, but it's like he makes a point of like just trying to argue all of the time, kind of thing. It's
people have a tendency to do that. I mean, hey. We have more comments. Eric Gilbert says, God damn, it's too windy to smoke these legal buds.
It's fucking windy. Where's Eric?
Erickson. Eric, I always forget. He's fucking somewhere around Toronto.
Okay, so yeah, I think that basically like Ontario right now is just stupid windy.
He's not like I don't think he's in the GTA. I don't think, but he's somewhere in that like general region. I could be wrong though. I just whatever. He can tell us in the comments.
The ginger is going with the Kerry King Slayer Rocks, is what Eric just said. I don't even understand. I'm not a huge Slayer fan. Some of their stuff's pretty good. Some of it's a bit too heavy for my liking, but I'm not quite sure where the ginger is going with the Kerry King comes from. I like it though. It sounds cool.
Chris is on here and he's saying hi gents and hi Rod and cheers and fucking blah blah blah. And where the fuck are you, Chris?
Exactly. Yeah, Chris has not been in a hangout in far too long.
For 5 minutes and actually come into a hangout.
I mean, you probably at least for like 20 seconds to pull out. At least. Let's be safe.
Well played, buddy. That was great.
Let's be honest. It's only 20 seconds for him anyway.
Yeah, that's true. He is Polish. He is Polish. Rod says blind testing is fun. Beer testing or just blind testing and fun is not. It just depends.
It's your discretion, whatever you want to choose.
Yeah. He says, but sitting with a brewer and picking out things is pretty intense as well. Yeah, no, I think I will speak for everyone. Fuck it. I don't even care if they're right because they're wrong. But your stream earlier was very enjoyable. It was one of the more interesting streams from the fact that a brewer just randomly came and just sat down with you, and you're like, "Oh, you're blogging, whatever." And he ended up hanging out for a couple hours.
Three they streamed for.
Well,
that was crazy.
Well, about 2.5 because Rod was by himself for.
Still, that was fucking. It was really cool.
No, it was awesome, and the fact that he seemed to take interest in the fact that you were like on YouTube and that you're blogging.
Chris is going to bed because he's had
a fucking guy.
Day shift.
Day shift. Chris, what the fuck? Man, you're just
like. Well, when does your day shift start? Do you have to get your 8 hours? Are you fucking like that much of a little bitch? Come on, man. Go 6 hours one night. Fucking hang out with some perfect people. Come on.
All
God
right.
damn it.
So he's Eric's in Oshawa, which is a bit further than Toronto, but like you said, down to 401. I knew he's somewhat southern Ontario to some degree, or like mid Ontario, whatever you want to call it. Chris says, "You guys are my lullaby." That's fucked up, Chris. And then Roger says,
"The sounds of beer tube rocks Chris to sleep every night."
And then Eric with the ginger is going with Gary Kingslayer rocks that you read already. Rod said, thinking it's the beard, maybe that's maybe what he's referring to. Something to do with your beard.
Sure, why not?
Makes sense. And yeah, and he did say it's the Tide Headbangers beard. So there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Confirmed. Cool.
Yeah, when I was working today in the wind, it was actually I was outside trying to check the bearings and the belt on one of the fans, and my beard, the wind was literally making my beard go like just up in front of my face like this while I'm trying to work. And I was like, "What the?" Like I keep put it down and like no back up. So yeah, I grabbed it. It's actually a hose washer that works fucking perfectly as like a ponytail fucking holder for my beard.
Jesus Christ. Bring it back to beer instead of beard.
Beer.
I spill my beard with beer in it.
So I just feel like tying up your beard like that. It's almost like man bun kind of.
Yo, I'm just gonna say
I can fold it back up and in and make it like a bun if I want to. But
Nick, I'm just gonna say
you should totally do it in like a Viking braids or something. Like
braiding is fucking hard. Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
So. We're live, and you doing this is not. I would not recommend that. I would not recommend doing like that's not highly recommended.
Oh, if only we were popular enough for memes to fucking get like put out there.
It's amazing you recognize that so quick.
He started like this, and then he was like this, like he had two at once. Like I don't.
And now we're getting the awesome images of Joe doing that we can use for gifts and stuff all day.
I'm sure Jamie will do something great. Just link him to this.
There you go. I'm surprised he's not watching. He's always
he'll jump in. He's probably fucking.
He'll either
he's probably watching right now, just not commenting, just being like ultra fucking.
Jamie.
He's being very Jamie-ish, so to speak.
He's being as Jamie as one can be.
I was going to ask about the beer. So tomorrow is the start of fall, technically, right? So when the fall hits, are there any beers? And this goes for the people in the comments. Any beers that you guys seek out almost every year? I don't care stylistically. What's like the fall hits and it starts cooler weather, whether it's Oktoberfest or pumpkin beers or stouts or whatever. Is there anything that you guys always wait for as far as seasonals?
Not so much. I guess I'm waiting for would be my favorite pumpkin beer that I've had to date is Big Rig's Pumpkin Porter. Their Tales from the Patch they do. Mm-hmm. I've already had Lake of Bays pumpkin beer from this year. Not bad, but just
it's really kind
of it's muted. Like Lake of Bays is one of those breweries I find that they're almost like Highlander in that they play it safe with what they make. They never really kind of go out there and crazy. And then I also tonight I vlogged Muskoka's Harvest Ale again. Not bad. I actually wasn't a real fan. Whatever they dry hopped it with, that bitterness, grassy flavor, whatever. It was like a 4.5. It got a can smack for me. I wasn't a fan. And then I had Ephus from Left Field tonight as well. Beer. It was quite. I gave that a 9. That was really like the first drink made me think black IPA for some reason. And as I got into it, it was just a really tasty fucking beer.
For a brown ale, it's fantastic. I know it's a little bit cheating because they use oatmeal, but I mean it's still a good.
That's the thing. Like the first oatmeal, and I was saying too, like when I was drinking, I was like, I've had an oatmeal stout and a milk stout. I've never had an oatmeal milk stout. I feel like adding a lactose to that Ephus would have given the mouthfeel just a bit more of that kind of awesome creamy flavor. It might have just kind of elevated a bit or something. I don't know. Like I'm at the point now where I'm like making suggestions and stuff to breweries because I'm that big a beer tour now.
No, is that a big fucking deal? Big deal over there. How about Nick, Todd? Do you guys look forward to anything when it comes to fall time beers?
I can't think of anything offhand that I can. It just jumps out at me that I can't wait for it to come out. I'm sure there are a couple, but I just can't think of anything offhand.
I imagine everybody except Nick probably can't get it, but Pumpkin is like the pumpkin beer. Like Greg, I'm hoping everybody Todd might not have seen it.
The fucking beer burglar shit. Yeah, I got it.
Yes, that was fucking so good, man. But yeah, he got like a couple variants of it even in.
Yeah, no,
They
yeah.
were really tasty.
Dude, the
man.
cold press one is the best. The cold press coffee pumpkin is fucking dynamite.
Like,
Yeah, pumpkin's good.
And who makes that? Sorry,
Southern Tier.
Southern
I don't
Tier.
think I've had anything by them at all.
No, their pumpkin game is pretty solid between Pumpkin and then Warlock and then the Pumpkin variants and then the barrel aged beer or the rum barrel aged variant they have. They also, and I'm hoping because I'm doing on Halloween, I'm doing Pumpkin against cold pressed Pumpkin, but they have a draft only version of Pumpkin that's made with chai tea, and I thought that would be cool to do. But it's draft only, and
So you're doing what did you say? 10 days of the pumpkin? What happened with you?
Yeah, the Monday before leading up
Because
to
you got to beat me, right? You had to beat my week of the pumpkin. That's how it is.
Oh, you do a week of pumpkin?
I did, like way back when.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna beat you. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, you're not going to throw in Warlock on that one as well?
Nah, because I wanted to just keep it to Pumpkin versus one of the variants. Because Warlock, despite the fact it's a stout, it's not a different style. So,
Well,
Chris
so many
in the
people do
comments. Chris in the comments with the hashtag bun beard. That's fantastic.
That's bun beard bun.
And then Mill Street Vanilla Porter, baby, 10 out of 10.
Fuck that beer. I mean, it's all right.
I gotta retry that one because I was not a fan when I first had it. It's one of those like just nitro beers in general. Like I don't like a flat beer.
Dude, the thing is I reviewed one of the 3 beers I had today. I reviewed it, and I told Chris about it already on Facebook. But I did Firestone Walker, and you might be able to get it, Todd, because you get the Firestone like base beers now. This is funny. This is actually relates to what you were saying earlier, Redbeard. It is their Nitro Merlin, so it is their oatmeal stout, and they brew it with lactose, and then they nitro it. And it's fucking everything that Chris ever wants is what it is, basically. And I was like, just come across the river.
There we go. That's as close as I can get to actual bun beard right now. There you go. Just for Chris. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Before we get to what Nick's looking forward to, real quick of the comments here. Eric Gilbert says, English strong ales, down with pumpkin. So he's not a huge pumpkin fan. English strong ales are fantastic.
But you can be down, like you're down. You're down with pumpkin? Are you down?
No, he means like down with the pumpkin beers, not like he's down with them. He's like
so he's talking as if he's from like 50 years ago. Down with pumpkin. Down with pumpkin.
He's the opposite of Todd. He's not a millennial. Okay, he's a baby boomer. All right.
He's a baby boomer. Jesus Christ! Wow.
And then Rod J says, I don't seek out any in particular. Eric continues with Belgian spiced ales are nice as well. And they says, Jesus, the wind off the lake is going to blow the brick off the house. And then Rod's
impressive impression.
And then Rod goes, big wins in Canada tonight? Big wins pretty much in the Northeast up all the way into Canada.
Like they've been fucking, again, like I'm sitting here in my apartment, which is like almost like hermetically sealed from the outside. And the draft from the fucking shop downstairs is blowing and closing my one closet door, like open and closed over here. It's fucking insane, man. That's never happened before.
It's a poltergeist.
It could be. The cat is just like literally sitting there staring at the fucking door, watching it move.
And your dog is acting like it's being murdered as it stares at the door and makes crazy sounds.
I like whenever I have a friend coming over, I'll my front door has a push bar, so I'll crack it. I'll just open a bit so they can just like grab the door and walk. Because if somebody walks to my front door and knocks, that's when Oreo does the whole woo, just goes like crazy. If they walk in, just run up to them and be like, "Oh, hi." So yeah, so I had that door open as well, and it was fucking like opening and closing throughout the evening as well. It was fucking weird, man.
Nick, how about you for any seasonals that you ever pick up in the fall every year, or at least?
NB Liquor is so inconsistent with the fall seasonals that it brings in. There's not really much that I look for.
There's no wind.
That was awesome.
If I could get a fall seasonal every year, like something that I actually like, it'd probably be like a real German Oktoberfest person, like Polliner Oktoberfest. I know that if I do see it every once in a while, like every season, I'll try to buy, let's say, Adams Oktoberfest, but I won't say that it's that great.
Did you say Sam Adams Oktoberfest?
Yeah, it really kind of.
Sam Adams October.
Yeah, I know you have it, and I don't.
No, you.
Right now, it's just that
not
liquor
something.
kind of sucks for fall seasonals because I don't know. It's stupid. Winter seasonals are better.
Like I don't want to like you get some kind of cool shit out there, Nick. But I want to say like the NL, whatever, like the liquor store out there, just like the exorbitant fucking price you're paying for some of the beers that we're paying. Like you're not like sure you're the East Coast, but you're not that far away when you think about the fucking like geography of the place. Like you pay a lot of money for some of these beers, man.
Yeah.
I
like Life in the Clouds. How much is it there?
It's like $3.50 or so. Average beer price for sure. It's like almost $5 there, wasn't it?
Bring it.
Is that American or Canadian?
You put a picture up there.
There's the picture of it. Well, it's $5.49.
There we go.
How much
that
fucking shit costs.
You're basically paying a $2
more.
Yeah, $2.
But you know what? Honestly, that's to be expected being exported out of the province. And on top of that, like we pay like Life in the Clouds is like $3.50. I think like $3.50 American account, which is about $5. So, and I'm right across the fucking border. Like I can go to the LCBO in 20 minutes and pick that up. So
yeah, but
it's well, not because no one wants to. I have access to, how do you say, a lot better beer than fucking.
If I find out you crossed the border and didn't send me something, I'm gonna fucking.
Redbeard, I'm never gonna send you anything ever. Certainly not a mystery beer.
Wow. Thanks, buddy. I love you too.
Yeah, not because I don't love you.
Straight up, I'm never sending you anything.
I thought it was because you didn't love him.
No, it's not because I don't love him and I don't like him. It's because I want him to be the only guy when it comes to Canadian, well, specifically Ontario beer tubers, he's never going to be able to review a mystery beer ballot. Ever.
Never, ever.
No,
ever.
someone will get you one of something.
Okay, fair enough. That's just fucking.
I'll have to send an entire bit.
Like almost a
Did you say though?
Somebody's going to have to, if not, if maybe me, send a beer mail to Redbeard completely consisting of gift wrap beers.
Oh, that'd be cool. No,
that'd be kind of funny if somebody like sent him 6 beers that are all wrapped up.
I'd have fun. Well, didn't Brian from Masses, Joe Segla, I can't pronounce his last name. Joe's
just say Joe from Joe's Arcade. Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, he had a couple from him and stuff, and yeah, like the mystery beer thing just seems like a lot of fun. I'd love to do one sometime.
But Nick,
apparently never from Joe though. So like, wow.
If anybody was going to send me another beer mail, I would totally do that again. That was actually quite a blast. I'm tempted to get my buddy Fuzz, like give him $20 and get him to pick out stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say with Red Beer, right? He is Marcel. Like you should say, Marcel, grab a couple, wrap them up, and then don't tell me what they are. And especially because I know Marcel goes out of town and stuff. Sometimes have him go out of town and grab a couple cans, bottles, and
it's a valid point. But at the same time, I would love to have a beer mail from somebody in the community just to, kind of incorporate that because I fucking love you guys. Occasionally.
So Redbeard, I'm gonna send you some blind. I'm gonna send you some blind Canadian or Molson, some Oban Blue.
Hey man, if you want to spend the money on the shipping from where you are for the beers I can get for like $1 each, then give her, buddy.
The only thing I wrestle with when I do the reviews is what temperature to drink the beers at. That's the only thing I wrestle with. So I typically take the beer out of the fridge about 20 to 30 minutes before I drink it. So it warms up a bit, but it's not Paul temperature. Because when you start reviewing fucking room temperature Yinglings and they turn into American Wild Ales, that's what happens. Like that's totally what happens. You should be drinking Yingling at room temperature.
The way I do almost pretty much every beer that I review nowadays, unless it's like I know it's a lager, but like if I'm drinking something that's a bit stronger, I'll take that break in between, and like I start every beer basically right out of the fridge, cold. Yeah. So I get like almost the full, like it'll start out, maybe it'll be like a bit bitter or something or a bit something off. And then once it warms up, if it's a stout, imperial stout, especiallys, yeah, that's how you talk.
Yeah, especially.
They come through a lot more with that like malty vanillas and stuff come up more as they warm up. So like you get that entire experience. For the next time you drink it, you'd know, like I know anyway. It's like I want to drink this beer again, like what you're saying. I'll leave this out of the fridge for like half an hour before I start next time. But
the thing
like
with mystery beers, though,
IPAs, I like them to be nice and cold. They just
the thing with mystery beers, though, you don't know what you're drinking. And if you take it out of the fridge and then let it warm up and you're doing jump cuts, people might not believe that you, I don't know, didn't do a little research.
No, but again, like generally,
20, 30
it has happened a couple times where I do the jump cut and it's like, I just want to fucking finish the vlog and then drink the beer. So I'll like do the jump cut. And then instead of like sitting down and drinking a bunch of the beer, I will like pour a bunch of it into a second glass, put that in the fridge, and come back with like this much and be like, finish the vlog. That's happened like 3 or 4 times, I think, kind of thing. But usually I do like 99% of the time, I will like take the beer from over there where the vlogging setup is, come over here on the couch, watch some YouTube or something, and let the beer warm up and drink it. And then when I realize it's at that point, go back over there and finish the vlog. So, yeah, I get that. Generally, I do get that full spectrum. And again, when I do the jump cut and I cheat, it's a kind of beer where it's not going to matter really if it warms up. It's like it's going to be fine. It's not going to really change the flavor. And the jump cut things, I haven't done that in like ever. Like the 1000, the second half of the 1000 was like where I was like throwing some nostalgia in there. I even put the second camera angle and shit in. It took me the entire day Saturday last week to edit and render that fucking vlog. It took 8 hours.
But then you lost your best friend because of it. So was it worth it?
Again, he was back. He was back yesterday. He wasn't happy about that, but yeah, we're still friends.
Yeah, mystery beer. Here's the thing about mystery beers or whodunit beers, whatever the fuck we want to call them, blind beer reviews, right? Is that they're a lot of fun, but I think they're also very educational. It really does help your palate. I would say more so than anything. Like, people enjoy watching whatever, but you really get to learn a bit more about what you're tasting because, people can say they're not biased when it comes to reviews. You can sit here and everyone can say, I'm not biased. Every single person is biased to a point. Whether it's a brewery, whether it's a style, whether it's a flavor in the beer, everybody likes something more than something else. Everybody dislikes, there's something they dislike in beer. So you're biased to a certain degree. When you do it blind, you take all of that out of the equation because you have no idea what the fuck you're doing and you have to rely on your senses, your sight, your nose, the smell, and your taste, your palate. That's it. That's all you rely on. So it's the best way to kind of figure out what you're tasting. And it really, I've noticed since I've done them, like when I'm doing reviews and stuff, I'm picking up a couple things here and there that I didn't used to, or just, I don't know. It just feels like my palate's a little bit more refined. It went from terrible to still terrible, but just a little less terrible is all.
Yeah, everybody has a preconceived notion of what it should be. Like you said, 4 or 5 years ago, you did the Sam Adams Oktoberfest and rated it the best out of your all's blind tasting. Mm-hmm. If you were to drink that and knowing what it was going into it, you probably would have leaned towards something else. Just because that's the notion that you should probably lean towards something else. Yeah. So you will get a truer sense of a review, not knowing what it is.
And that's a great point because at the end of that review, where it was Matt, Paul, and myself, we all sat there and we were like, there are going to be so many people that show up on this video, just thumbs it down and call us idiots because we picked Samuel Adams Oktoberfest over authentic German Oktoberfest, like Eyinger. I think we had Hacker Shore. I think we had Paulaner. We had a couple. And for us blind, that was the best. And that was 4 years ago. After drinking these, granted not blind, but after drinking these, no, for me, it's not anymore. Maybe back then it was. But what you're saying is right. We were at the end. We were all just like, "Wow, I can't believe you picked Sam Adams." Like, holy fuck! I'd have never thought that in a million years. But it won.
You guys should do a fast forward and do that again just to see.
No, I'm good. I'm good with all these Märtzens that I've been drinking here lately. I got like another half dozen or like 5 done.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared, Joe. Scared. Come on. I'm done. I'm going to send you like 3 Oktoberfest beers and just wrap them up. And one is going to be a Sam Adams, and you got to pick it out.
I'm going to fucking nope. Nope. Going to go to comments. Chris said haunted apartment. Rajay said Joe's narration is the best. # watch out Morgan Freeman. Oh, that's when I read the Jesus, the wind off the lake. Yeah, no. # Joe Freeman from Chris.
Joe Freeman.
Please stop. Please stop, guys. Eric Gilbert says 1981 just made it. He is not a baby boomer. Eric Gilbert says heavy winds, Rod. They have slowed down. LOL. So yeah, everybody's getting them in the Northeast for the most part. In response to me saying I'm never sending Redbeard a beer mail, Rajay says hashtag Redbeard gets nada. Chris continues with hashtag no beard, and then Rajay says hashtag no love for red. Eric Gilbert continues with the love is wrong. Everyone laughs at that. Rajay goes hashtag red new Darwin. And then Chris says hashtag don't jump beard. And then Redbeard chimes in with hashtag I'm nothing but a hashtag, which is nice. And then Eric Gilbert says rush to the yayo, speaking to you, Nick. And then Rod says if one knows the style, then they will look to see how the beer fits the style. It will be predetermined. And then Rod says hashtag yayo Nick.
There you go. I was talking about what's that Rush song that was in GTA 3 on one of the radio stations, if I remember correctly. All the songs were like from the Scarface soundtrack.
Yeah. That's from the Scarface.
I thought it was Rush from the Yayo. For some reason, like in my head, it was like Rush from the Yayo, something.
Ring the bell. No, wrong song.
I can't it's like I played so much of that fucking game when it like originally came out. My roommate at the time had a PlayStation 2, and for my birthday, she actually bought me Grand Theft Auto 3 so I could play it on her PlayStation until she moved out, and then I just had a game I couldn't play anymore. It worked out well.
It's Rush to me yayo. Buzz, give me yayo. Rush, gotta yayo. But Eric Gilbert was just referencing the song. Is all.
Well, fair enough. I didn't. Yeah, I remember the buzz. Yeah, that's the second line. I'm happy you just said that right now. It's like I haven't played that game in a long time, and like when I think about that song, it's like I remember the first song. And again, I was wrong though with the rush from the yayo, but you get a rush from the yayo. It still kind of works.
Yeah.
I guess I've never done yayo myself.
I mean, we got the expert Nick here. He's fucking high as balls right now on it, so he could just.
There was one time. It was when I was
distracted by something else.
It was about 19 years old, and my roommate and I were moving from our one apartment to the next one, and he had one pill of ecstasy, and he's like, "It'll make the move so much better, or whatever." So we like broke it and chopped it all up, and the one and only thing I have ever actually snorted up. And I did not have any level of enjoyment out of it whatsoever.
Did you just start fucking the wall and stuff? What happened?
No, I was like, it's nothing. I sniffed it. It made my fucking sinuses all feel like crappy. And then like we moved. I moved a bunch of shit, and I didn't feel happy about any of it. And it was no. It'll like there's so right there is my like. Veerance away from any other nasal drugs that might be offered to me. I'd be like, no, thanks. I tried something one day. I'm good.
No.
And as far as I've never done any kind of needle drugs, but I never will because needles are fucking terrifying. I hate them.
You just haven't tried it yet.
Again,
Nick knows what he's talking about. I mean, he's clearly.
If one of my doctors, like the only time I will get a needle put into me is at the fucking doctor's office. You just blood sample or give me a shot, or it's like you're the doctor. I was like, yeah, I'd turn away and no. But so unless he's the one, secretly using me as a lab rat, then no drugs are going to be injected into me, fucking ever. If someone walked into my house with a needle and was like, "I'm going to inject you with this," they would fight. They would face a fight unlike anything a human has ever faced before. I would bite. I would fucking tear off testicles. I would rip out eyeballs. That person would not be sticking me with that fucking needle, man. No.
So we figured out tonight that when we get together for the bottle share next year at the Albino Rhino Beer Festival, everyone bring needles and try to stick fucking Redbeard with them.
What, is he doing that next year? I thought he was done.
It would potentially make for some good fucking YouTube videos, but at the same time, people would die.
Eric Gilbert says, just when skiing. I think he's in reference to cocaine. He says, now I need to smoke half a pack of darts. I'll be back in 5. Rod J says, snorting the E. # just say no. Eric Gilbert with the classic, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Fuck your couch. Fuck your couch.
And fuck your couch. Buy another one, you rich motherfuckers. Rajay says, hi, he laughs, and this is ecstasy outside of a rave. Who does that? Red. That's who.
Fair enough.
And then he says, so
every night's a rave in his apartment.
Apparently, it sounds like it. and then Rod says, so Redbeard, no tats.
There's one.
Oh, so he likes needles only for tats.
But again, like it's not. It felt like somebody basically sawing at me very slowly. It was painful, but it wasn't. It was on my back, so I wasn't able to see it. A tattoo needle is a lot different than a fucking big, long, scary doctor's needle.
I just love how you said that. It felt like someone was sawing at me very slowly.
It was a weird feeling. I've only got the one. I want to get another one over here on this shoulder, but yeah, I was very drunk walking down Main Street on my way to a party, and it was like, you know what? I was like, walking by a tattoo shop. You know what? You know what? Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm gonna get a fucking tattoo. And I walked in and I totally missed the party. Walked in, got a tattoo, and walked back the other way to the bar I started at, and just drank there all night long. Showing everybody, like, look at that tattoo. Look at my tattoo. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
How long did it take him to do it?
It was like under an hour. It's like it's a little alien crawling up my back kind of thing.
A little alien.
Little alien
crawling up your back.
Yeah.
All right, not going to touch that one. Eric
That
Gilbert
seems
says,
like a non-drunk decision there.
Yeah, totally not.
You know what? No.
Super sober, 100%.
Oh, I like it though. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna fucking show you now.
We're good. We don't need to see this.
Now we got to see a shirtless Redbeard.
Yeah. Eric Gilbert says, no needles, chasing the dragon is his thing. Little heroin reference. So, we're getting.
I've got a complete shirt. I guess I'll keep the undershirt on.
Oh, are you wearing a white feeder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
is anyone surprised that Redbeard is wearing a white feeder?
I'm trying to hear right now. It's hard to.
I mean, terrible. On scale 1 to terrible. No, we just see a lot of freckles.
I can't. And that's the thing. The angle I'm at, I can't look at the TV and see what I'm doing right now. I think you made it right now, baby.
Yeah, no, that seems like a terrible decision right there. That's what I'm seeing.
All right, cool.
I will set you a mystery beer bell if you just put your shirt back on, please.
We're good now. Come on.
Wait, was he doing like a little dance, or what is he doing over there? I don't know.
Will you just find your shirt, please?
I found it. I'll put it back on.
We don't need it. We don't need a Greg incident here where he just shows up fucking shirtless to like beer analysis 101.
It's kind of like an alien doing the Michael Jackson Thriller or something. I'm not really sure what he was doing there.
Yeah, instead of the Thriller, you should have been doing the moonwalk out a little bit more.
There you go.
Oh man, Rajay says a little high for a tramp stamp.
and Red likes it from the back.
Yeah, he does. He does clearly. Oh
wow.
That was cool. That was cool drink too.
Fucking guy.
Just want to point this out. This is the part of the show where Nick doesn't say anything and just leaves for half an hour, and then comes back at some point, and he half an hour of conversation we have, and he's like, "Oh, what I miss?"
Nick is shockingly okay with some of the stuff that goes on his channel while he's not around.
Eric says, "Put the shirt back on. The white is blinding."
But said, man, like I'm close to Chad's level of fucking.
You burn, right? You burn in the sun.
Oh yeah. I aside from like my arms that are always exposed and my head, kind of like I can be in the sun for a bit and that won't burn. But any part of me that's usually covered, if I walk out, yeah, I become lobster boy real fast.
Yeah, real quick. Rod says Nick is messing with his camera. If I had to bet any amount of money, you would be correct, because that's what Nick does. Nick usually
probably taking pictures of the beer and stuff right now.
Yeah, because what he does is if he leaves the camera on and he does that, we just sit there and make fun of him because he'll turn around and be like, I'm like, well, we're having a conversation, Nick. What are you doing? Sorry, take a picture.
Well, right now I feel like he might be going to the bathroom or something because usually,
yeah,
we're talking. Like he usually keeps his headphones on and is aware. Like Nick.
No, he's not there. He's either taking pictures with his headphones off or he's dropping a deuce. One of the two. I don't know which.
You know what? Maybe he's taking pictures doing both
with
his headphones off.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he's doing both at the same time.
He is multitasking the shit out of
it. He has the beer in his glass right up on the taken. Yeah,
he's got some little like perfect like little scene thing to put his beer and glass on in his bathroom just across from the toilet so he can like take care of that. It's possible.
It's more than possible. I think we're correct.
It wouldn't take me much to do that in my bathroom, actually, come to think of it.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, there's only one person that used to review beers in his bathroom. That was Lee back in the day.
Did he really do that?
If you go look at some of Lee's earlier reviews, he pretty much would do a like first person perspective. He would review in the bathroom, and then people started just freaking out. Show your face. Show your face. Why are you reviewing? You got to show your face. Like, I don't know how many messages you got where people just show their face. So finally he did, and he's like, yeah, so what's, like, I don't understand. I just like doing it the other way. Like, yeah, but he did it in the bathroom.
Was he still on the toilet while he was doing that, though?
No, he never never as far as I know.
Chad has joined a few chats like that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan when he's dropping a deuce and he's like, he has the cap on, and it's like, yeah, even though you're not showing us like below your boobs or man boobs, like it's
we still all know. We still all know.
Yeah, like every time, like when you're sitting there and being like, hey, Redbeard, what's going on? I know what's happening. I know what's happening.
That's awesome.
Rajay says could be throwing down some taquitos. Yeah. What's up, Nick? Taquitos? Take care of work?
I just had something to work out.
Was it your bowels? Is that what happened?
No, it's not my bowels.
Oh.
The bladder.
And then Rajay with the classic Christmas vacation hashtag shitters full.
Shitters
full. Now you've repeated me, Joe. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. It deserves to be repeated, though. It's a fantastic lunch. The shitters.
I said, fucking bastard.
You're ginger. Nobody listens to you. I'm sorry.
But it wasn't as cool when you thought it was Redbeard saying it.
You're fucking old and gray in the beard now.
Yeah, that's right. I do have a gray. I do have. This is wisdom right here. Not wisdom. Bad wisdom. It's wisdom.
That's what you call it.
Listen, at least I don't have an alien on my fucking shoulder doing the Thriller dance.
Exactly.
You need to show it again to Nick because Nick missed it.
What?
No, you know what? Fuck you. The stupid bullshit.
No, I want to see this. What did I miss?
He has one tattoo and it's on his shoulder and he showed everybody and he has a wife beater on in addition to this. Just be forewarned.
Oh, what is it, like something racist or something on your tattoo?
It's an alien doing the Thriller dance.
Oh, speaking of racist, here we go.
There you go. Okay, all focus.
It's almost like it's almost like you spoke the devil's name and he appeared.
He was kind of dark.
Shall appear.
Is that the beer burger?
Is Greg on the patio with no light? What's happening right now?
Beer burger.
I saw like a tiny glimmer of something for something. Like, there we go.
You don't see the beer burglar until it's too late.
That's true.
Oh, it's too late.
To rape?
Are you hammered? Are you hammered, Greg?
A little bit.
Oh my god!
A little bit.
There you go, Joe. He's easier to catch.
Greg, you need light of some kind, buddy. I wanted to see the hammered Greg.
I'm still too slippery for you, Joe. You won't catch me.
What are you hammered on?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey.
Too slippery. What'd you do? Just finish pounding Agnes or something?
Why did you turn those lights back off? That's not ideal. Look, we can't see anything.
He's the burglar. We can't see.
Are you just like getting hammered in the dark? Have we hit rock bottom, Greg? What's that?
No, we were watching
that part of what beer cube is.
movie Mandy, which Lee highly recommends, and I fell asleep during it. Now I just woke up and my wife told me how shitty of a movie it was. So I was like, I'm gonna join my shitty friends. So
I missed part of what movie? Sorry, what movie?
Mandy. Apparently, it's this great movie that Lee likes. Now I have to rewatch it because I fell asleep during it. It was so sad.
I've never heard of
it.
On you.
Or maybe you guys just don't have the same opinion. How quick did you fall asleep, though?
I mean, you know, I
Nick over there pulling an ass.
Close one eye, close the other.
No,
eye.
I meant like how much did you watch of the movie before you fell asleep?
I don't know. Like I think I was maybe about 25 minutes in, 30 minutes in, something like that.
Good movie.
It is not a fast-moving movie. It's like I don't know if anyone here watches Twin Peaks, but if it's kind of like the new series Twin Peaks, where shit does not move fast at all whatsoever.
What are you eating, Nick? What kind of Doritos are those? Are those weird fucking
late night nachos, fully loaded nachos?
Oh, that seems pretty. That seems pretty appropriate.
They're actually pretty good.
They're like taquitos, but in Dorito form.
I've never had Doritos flavor that I didn't.
My couch.
I've never had a Doritos flavor that I thought was bad.
Anything, how about those blue? Or what was the steak ones or something?
I never tried them.
Those are terrible.
I never tried them, so I can't. So again,
I ate maybe like a quarter of the bag and threw the rest away.
Did you say steak? Like steak flavored?
Yeah, they were like steak flavored. Blue steak. Blue steak. It was a Canadian like exclusive.
It was a Jurassic World tie-in. The Blue Raptor kind of thing. Yeah.
You blew a raptor?
Not good. They were not good.
Stupid Joe. I said Jurassic Park.
Yes, I am. You don't need to ask.
Blue.
I wasn't a big fan of the dill pickle ones either.
God damn you, Blue Raptor. Yeah.
Blew a raptor. It's okay.
Hey, man,
it's impressive.
He's putting fucking claws right in the back of my head and just like pushed it on.
But picture like dill pickle Doritos, but without enough dill pickle flavored, actually overpower the corn.
Wait, what? Did you just compare blue steak Doritos to dill pickle?
I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying.
Oh,
shut up, Joe. I'm not comparing them. I just said I didn't care for the dill pickle Doritos.
I just want to know what Nick blew. What do you want, honey? Oh, good night.
Good night, Agnes.
What do you want, honey?
Joseph, good night.
Oh. Yes, good night.
Joe says good night.
Good night, Joe.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, she says good night. There you go.
I say it too.
Yeah, no one cares about Nick.
Yeah,
Doritos that he's not sharing.
Nobody cares about
he's not sharing his Doritos. What the fuck kind of bullshit is this?
Oh, okay. Agnes cares about your good night. Good night. Nick, well. She flicks her clitoris at you.
Not the first one.
It sounds like something that'll be like a fucking old Pokemon or something. Agnes flicks her clitoris.
Don't say that stuff, all right? Redbeard's not on camera.
That's fine. I'm beating my dog, man. It's not here.
My God, he's masturbating off camera. It's disgusting.
He's.
If that sound was being masturbating, it sounds like so wrong. So wrong.
He's fiercely beating it for sure.
I was gonna say you just like Redbeard just fucking beats the shit out of it.
Me hitting the metal dog dish with a fucking spoon. Yeah, that's the same sound it makes when I whack it.
You missed
beating your dog?
Yeah, easily. Don't you hear him?
My God.
That's the trick. You don't, because he's beating the shit out of him, and now he's dead.
Hey, every dog needs a good beating now and then. I don't always beat my dogs, but when I do, I beat them with a spoon.
Is it a wooden one?
You'd hope so.
You'd have to think so, right? That makes the best sounds.
Mm.
You missed it though, Greg. Redbeard.
What did I miss?
He revealed his only tattoo on his shoulder. It's a dancing alien doing the fucking Thriller dance from Michael Jackson's.
Only thing that would have made it better is if he'd like flex a little bit and made him actually dance just a little.
Yeah, he was so proud of it too. He's wearing a white. He took off his shirt, he's a wife beater on, and he's trying to show it to the camera, and he's so into it.
You think we get Redbeard to do that again, and like flex a little bit, just to make him dance, just to make him dance, just a little?
You're gonna get me to fucking like leave the country and leave and fucking murder you all, you bastard.
Jesus, really is a secret tattoo.
Whoa.
I can't.
I know that the gingers are oppressed, but settle down.
That's right. We've had enough. We've had enough of it, man. That's it.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things you can't control, but that tattoo was one you totally could control that tattoo, whether or not it was placed on your body.
I like the tattoo. Oh, fuck y'all. I like it.
That's where the problems begin.
Redbeard.
No, what?
But just one time, you just gotta flex just a little bit. Just make it dance. Just gotta make it dance just a little bit.
Make it dance.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Because if your back tattoo doesn't dance, then he ain't no friend of mine or something.
That's right.
Yeah. Eric Gilbert said, well, we have a couple more hashtags from Rod. He says hashtag alien moonwalk and then hashtag no pickle Nick.
It's all right though, because it's not the first person from the Niagara region that I've seen their only tattoo. Like, believe it or not, Chad has a tattoo too.
I would prefer not. Can I not believe it? Am I allowed to not believe it?
Where did you see a tattoo, Greg? Come on now, buddy. Where'd you see it?
On Chad?
Yeah, where'd you see it?
It's on Chatham Drive.
That was exciting. That was that was great.
Or do you want it on his body?
Pretty sure he has one on like his leg that I know of.
Yeah, at least one. I think he's got like one on a.
He has it on his chest. Yeah, he's
Chad has a fucking tattoo everywhere.
Yeah, he's got a lot. Eric Gilbert says falling asleep during a movie gets you the same dirty look as falling asleep during a blowjob.
I've never fallen asleep during a blowjob. However, I have been as a third party reported to that somebody did that, and I was just like, that's kind of a weird thing to do. My question was now here's my question in that situation is that the guy's fault or is that the girl's fault for being so fucking boring and maybe she needs to pick up the pace?
I'd say it's very the combination. You know how drunk was the guy and how bad was the girl.
Not all situations are the same.
Yeah, exactly.
You drink what is that? Gold nuggets?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
I mean, that's cool. Let me know what that is.
Yeah, like it's always that's even when Joe is like being fuck you to somebody.
Oh yeah.
Because Joe can get a lot of the cool beers.
Oh, Joe loves cool beer.
Yeah, I do. Huge fan of all the cool beer.
All the cool beer.
I mean,
the coolest of the
Greg lives across the street from him or whatever. I never.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Anybody else getting like the weirdest, like lighty, wavy fucking effect off Greg's camera right now?
I don't know if anyone saw that. This will be something funny. Somebody can.
I see the scan line.
Yeah, it feels like that somebody has a camera looking through his.
I feel like I should be watching Greg in 3D right now.
Yeah, no.
You guys are missing the fun thing where I just tried to.
What usually causes that is the frame rate higher than the light, the sync rate of the lights.
Nick, hang on, shut up.
The lights are
lower again. Oh wait, that's not where you're going.
Because I was trying to drink this bottle and I spilled all over myself. One of you guys have to go back and like view this video, and then Jamie can make a GIF of it. It'll be funny. I just spilled barrel-aged stout all over my shirt.
As if you just said GIF. That's terrible.
He did say GIF. That's terrible.
Did I say GIF instead of GIF?
Rod J Beer Venture says hashtag tramp stamp red, and then he also said, and then Eric Gilbert says red. He called you red breed.
Red breed. Red breed.
Red breed should get
that sounds incredibly racist.
He says a red breed should get a ginger root tramp stamp. And then he says,
red
Eric
breed.
Gilbert,
That's red beard.
Should burn in hell.
He says usually the whiskey.
Oh, red breed. That's actually the most amazing nickname ever. You're not red breed.
All right, there we go. Let's see if Greg remembers that before.
What beer is that, Greg? You said it was a beer. What beer?
This is Beam Me Up Stouty Imperial Rum Barrel Aged. And it's not good. It's not good at all.
Who's it from?
It is by Saugatuck Brewing Co.
Yeah, they do things.
Well, from what I understand,
they do things.
Enough said.
The beer the barrel aging is like 4.5%. So
what the fuck?
So that's what the base beer is listed on Untappd, and this is 9%. So where's that extra 4.5% coming from?
They had to brew like an actual
vodka
beer to go in there, like a bigger version. I would hope.
I don't know what the hell this is, but
their Neapolitan stout's not too bad though.
No, that's my and I've always wanted to try it. And I know they got it actually in Ontario years ago, but they have a blueberry pancake one too. That's supposed.
I think I tried that one. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I've had something.
Saugatuck. They're out of Michigan.
They've never sent anything my way that I've seen.
They don't like
should
it.
Though. It's possible.
They don't want to send shit up to Thunder Bay.
Fuck yourself, goddamn Thunder.
He said Thunder.
Yeah, just like he said in my fucking vlog, the bastard. Oh yeah, his wife corrected him on the first thing he said wrong, and then he's like, Yes, Thunder Bay's fine. Thunder Bay's fine.
Yeah.
The best YouTuber at all. Yeah, I might probably not though. Probably is somebody in Thunder Bay.
I don't think
No.
you're going to agree with Thunder Bay.
I was just being nice. You're probably not even like top 10. I've had the Oval Beach blonde from them, apparently.
Of course you did. What
There we go.
You just had their blonde ale, that's it?
Yeah, apparently.
From who?
All right, let's investigate this further. Where have I had this Oval Beach blonde?
It's probably somewhere in Michigan, I would imagine.
Well, probably. Let's see. I had it November 17th, 2014. I said it's smooth but fairly flavorful for the style. It has a British style hop taste. 7.5 out of 10. That was back in the days before Untappd let you give half ratings.
Oh yeah, I do remember those days.
So yeah.
So 7.5 is on a half rating.
I literally wrote on the description 7.5 out of 10, but my actual rating is an 8 out of 10 because it didn't let you give a half rating back.
I got you now. I got you.
Rajay says he likes Saugatuck most of the time, but he didn't have the one you've had. He says Blueberry is here as well.
I wish I had the camera going the other way because my cat just fucking ran, jumped, and then kept running. That was fucking weird. Now the dog's going to see what the fuck is wrong with her, why she's on crack.
Well, because it's a cat, right? They do a lot of unexplained things at times.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, I've had the autocorrect worked out pretty well. God damn it.
Yeah, sometimes autocorrect works out well. Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
7 people watching. Condolences to each and every one of those people. Yeah. And Nick's like, I want to take it offline. There's people watching.
Nah, I'm not going anywhere.
A boring Friday night for everybody.
Slow Friday night if people are watching this crap.
I'm gonna go to bed soon so I can work out at 2 a.m. because why not?
Oh, now there's 5 people watching.
That's right. Both of them. The 2 that weren't any of us just instantly left. They're like, "What the fuck is?" Yeah, I'm clicking off this.
Yeah, this sucks. I'm not watching this no more.
I have a theory: when I join, people join because they want to, or people watch. They want to see what's going to happen. Nobody wants to see what Nick's going to do because everyone knows what Nick's going to do. He's just going to sit there and be like, "Hi guys, I'm going to review a beer."
There's 2 things you know about Nick. He's not going to give a rat's ass about what's actually happening in the chat. And at some point in time, he's taking a half an hour break to do God knows what and leave nobody in charge. And then he comes back and has no idea what happens.
I have a feeling he's furiously manhandling his penis.
I have a feeling he's walking down to the nearest 7-Eleven and getting all the taquitos he possibly can.
Oh, that's possibly true. Except I think
the nearest 7-Eleven is like Ontario.
That's why I
There's
said
no 7-Elevens up there?
Could
No,
you really
there's no
blame him
7-Elevens here.
if that's what he's doing, though?
Why do you think 7-Eleven is so interesting to me whenever I go up?
You see, 7-Eleven is nobody at any time ever. It shouldn't be. It's 7-Eleven.
I just thought you like to shit yourself on people's couches.
I get Circle K here. I don't get 7-Eleven.
Oh, there you go.
We don't even have those around here anymore.
You used to have Circle K's down there, Todd? Circle K?
No, we have Circle K's. We don't have 7-Eleven no more, though.
Oh,
they're all
really?
closed.
Do you guys have Sheets down there?
No.
Sheets are fantastic now.
What is that? Is that like
it's like a gas station
Okay.
with a huge. It's like 3 7-Elevens into one, and you can like order fresh food. And
Oh, I thought you literally
Really?
meant sheets, like the things you ejaculate into when you're banging out.
no, that's not what I meant. No, see, I get confused the two.
Into when you pull out, like Chris Liza.
Yeah,
It's an easy-
you squirt it out like a lawn water.
Yeah, it was
I feel like we should have sheets here then.
No,
That's the way it is.
good segue into convenience stores into actual sheets. No, I like it, Greg.
Which
Like the opening
convenience
sheet.
store is the best one to jack off at? Go.
I'm pretty sure nobody has an opinion here other than perhaps yourself.
That's definitely going to be Circle K.
Yeah.
Nick confirmed to
Circle
know.
K, for sure.
Nick has vast knowledge of all of the convenience stores.
This is where we
Better
need
than
Paul
you.
at for sure.
Fuck's sakes. Rod says no 7-Elevens in Kentucky, but some in Ohio, and they also have Sheets throughout Ohio. I know. Whenever I go to Cleveland, I always have to hit one up. Good stuff.
Fuck is this?
They always have like weird old fucking soda pop that like you haven't seen in 30 years. You're like, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna
Like
try
Pago?
this. Yeah, like Faggo, but they also had like
Faggo's still around.
Jesus,
no, I know,
Joe.
but like in certain areas, like it's like almost non-existent where I live now. When I was growing up, it used to be all over here, not anymore. But like they like a Sunkist, like cherry limeade Sunkist. I was like, I didn't even know Sunkist made cherry limeade. And that was like the only time I ever
I
saw
haven't
it.
seen Sunkist pop in a long time.
Yeah, you guys get weird like Sunkist up there, like pineapple and like cream soda, weird fucking different ones.
Tropicana Twister. You still get that
Oh
there?
yeah, we get that. down here, I'm pretty sure.
Tropicana Twister. That's old school.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since like the early 2000s.
Todd, how's
love
that?
the lemonade.
Which one did you like?
The lemonade. I used to love the lemonade
yeah.
from Tropicana Twister.
Yeah.
Used to buy that a lot back when I drank a lot of pop.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Todd, how is that Gold Nuggets in comparison to the rest of the series?
It's pretty good. I wouldn't say. I don't know. It's not one of the better ones I've had, but it holds its own. It's pretty good.
What hops are in there? What's
it's
the
a triple dry hop IPA with Citra and with Mosaic. So
Jesus? What's
and
ABV?
it's 11% ABV.
Holy balls!
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds like good ABV.
Yeah, that's
That's a breakfast beer.
that's a nice
Now-
sessionable IPA.
Now they're stamping their cans too. So
Oh, they are now. Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know, but triple IPAs are a weird one for me. I always feel like for me personally, like once you start going above like 9% for IPAs, usually count me out. They're usually hit and miss, very much so.
Yeah, and that's the kind of way I feel about this one. It's good, but it's not one of the better ones I've had from them for sure.
Well, it certainly ruins any chance of it being refreshing. It's at that point,
Yeah.
it's more just like you just kind of want to see what it is.
And I'm always more
Right.
impressed when you get like a 5 or 6% IPA that's super flavorful and has a decent body and stuff. Because it's like I'd rather drink 2 or 3 of those than like 1 10 or 11% triple IPA that's fucking full on, just way too heavy, and you get a little bit of the alcohol and stuff. I don't know.
It's like the Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA, which is apparently 16.5%. I bought a bottle of. We'll see how that goes. But
Dude, that's you say 68. Dude, that does it say on there? Because usually they're danger caps, so they have the danger, like the fucking danger on their actual bottle caps. Anywhere between 15 to 20, it depends on the batch.
I just got that off Untapped. I couldn't actually find the percentage on the bottle.
Yeah, it could be. They say they don't actually have it could be 20% or it could be 15. Oh. It's fucking high though.
So you're saying I should drink it right now?
Probably not. Probably not, based on how tired you are and or drunk.
I'm tired. I'm still halfway through a 9% rum barrel aged bottle, which I already spilled half on myself.
Which one was that? The 120?
The 120.
Oh, you can age that for a while if you want to.
So I've heard. Well, I've got a bottle of. I have no idea how old it is, but it was from the local liquor store. I'm assuming it's fairly fresh. Like,
did you go to the same one?
Sorry.
Did you go to the same one that you always go to?
Napa Valley. So
Napa
and it was on their display and all that. So I'm assuming
fresh.
It's probably relatively fresh within 6 months or so. So
that should be interesting.
Yeah. I've never aged that one, but I heard if you age it for a year or two, it's fantastic, even better.
Well, I've only got one bottle, so it's not like it's gonna get. It was freaking $12 US for that one bottle, but
they're not cheap.
I won't be aging it, but if it ever gets to maybe a little more affordable price and I buy a 4-pack or something, I'd certainly try it.
Or if you like think it's an awesome beer, then maybe next time you're gonna buy a single bottle and just age it for a couple of years and see how it goes.
Possibly.
We have Eric Gilbert who says most 7-Elevens turned into Circle K in Ontario.
Yeah, it's not a 7-Eleven. We got a Circle K right outside our condo, but it's just an Esso convenience store. It turned to a Circle K. We do have a 7-Eleven just down the street though, and it's still there.
Nice. Rajay says we do have more Tim Hortons popping up though.
Of course. You got Tim Hortons all over Michigan now.
Yeah, you have. There's one literally in every corner here in Western New York, just like in Canada. So it's fucking.
Wait, was that Tim Hortons?
Tim Hortons, yeah.
I've never heard of that.
You haven't had some Timmy Hose?
No.
Timmy Hose?
No, we don't have that in Indiana.
It's good shit for basically macro coffee. It's what it is,
pretty much.
It's good for what it is, but it's not good coffee.
Nothing special.
It's like the McDonald's.
That's what it's up here.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Even McDonald's coffee's better up here.
No, I was gonna say it's like the McDonald's. I was gonna compare the McDonald's of fast food. Tim Hortons is like the fucking McDonald's of coffee, right? Basically.
Yeah, except they don't the thing is with McDonald's is you can say what you want about their food, but a lot of their food is quite tasty. Tim Hortons, it's kind of shitty food. It's I don't know, like their ham and Swiss is okay. Most of their food's kind of shitty.
Yeah. So is it kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts or something?
Yeah, it's like Dunkin' basically.
It's similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big thing in Canada. Like literally in Canada, we have one every block. It's disgusting. Like. And they're all open 24 hours. They're all around. It's like you think it's like I don't really like them that much, and then it's like you're doing something at 1 a.m. You're like, I need.
It's basically McDonald's. It's like who's open at 2 a.m. where I can just eat.
Oh yeah, sure. They're a lot more prevalent than McDonald's.
That's where you go. There are Tim Hortons that'll close like early, like 8 or 9 o'clock. I've been to. Really? I actually been to Tim Hortons where I've gotten kicked out because they had to close.
Those don't really exist in Toronto, but they do exist in smaller areas. Once you get
is it a Canadian-based chain or?
Oh yes, it's named after a hockey player who I believe was Canadian.
Oh, he was.
He was a member of the Maple Leafs, Toronto Maple Leafs.
He died on the QEW when he was playing with the Sabres.
He was.
You know better than I do.
Well, he was a hockey player. He was a hockey player, and he I forget, he died in a car accident at QEW, but he started the chain with somebody else, and they basically remained Canadian over the years, but they recently were bought out by Burger King. So, but ever since Burger King bought them out, they've really taken a tumble.
Really?
Like there's actually the last year alone, they've had like scandal after scandal where. Basically, in Ontario, they raised the price of the minimum wage.
I think you said they raped. Jesus.
Well, there's that. Well, what happened was that in Ontario, they raised the rate of the minimum wage, and then the owners decided. One of the owners of one of the franchises that's actually owned by the children, like the Tim Hortons. I think Tim Hortons' daughter and the co-founders. Son got married, so they're still a franchise in Ontario. They decided when minimum wage went up to take away benefits from the employees that work from them.
Yeah, that's kind of that was kind of shitty.
That was kind of a shit move.
Yeah,
but because they're raising the minimum wage, we're taking this stuff away from you. And it made a lot of bad press, and it's kind of started a big tumble in the Canadian opinion. Where it used to be like Canada's favorite coffee chain. Now they've been overtaken by McDonald's. Tim Hortons has dropped to like 40th.
Well,
40th place.
I mean, frankly, I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I'm not the best judge in the world. But I don't think their coffee's anything special. I prefer McDonald's.
No,
I don't mind their dark roast, but
it's okay. I mean, it's like so many fucking fast food places when it comes to their coffee. I do think though.
Coffee. I'm gonna go to McDonald's first.
I would say McDonald's when they switched it over years ago got a lot better. They used to be really shitty. Burger King's is super shitty.
Oh, Burger King sucks ass.
Yeah, is there anything that Burger King
Subway's not that great either. The croissant witch.
The croissant witch. All right, let me read these comments real quick because there's actually, despite 3 people watching, the same 2 dudes, but we love it. Eric Gilbert says circle jerk. I'm glad I'm reading these comments. And Rajay says
all over Joe's beard. Look, you can see it.
Right here, right. It's mostly right here. Rajay says crazy Canadian variants. LOL. Eric Gilbert says those Crush variants. Strawberry Crush is the bomb. Strawberry Crush is fantastic. And
I like the Crush Birch beer.
Oh, well, they have a Crush Birch beer.
They have a Crush Birch beer and they have a Crush Pineapple.
Yeah, the Crush Pineapple I've had. That shit's good too. Rod Beer says we really don't get those either. Eric Gilbert says Timmy's is garbage, Rod. And then Rod says I've only been there for coffee once on a road trip.
Did you just call him Rod Beard, by the way?
I did not.
Sure
I did not. But should I? Should I
fans of the show, rewind this, and I'm pretty sure you called him Rod Beard.
My cat's agreeing with you, so maybe. Rod says
Mr. Redbeard left.
He said he posted over in the side why he left. Rod then says 4 packs at $120 are around $40 or so, $9.99 a bottle or so. Eric Gilbert says the coffee from Tim Hortons tastes like spit and dishwater. I don't know how you know that tastes like spit and dishwater, but we'll take you at your word there, Eric.
Probably it.
Then Rajay says White Castle has some of the best coffee for any fast food place. We don't get White Castle.
Really? Wow. Because I don't know. I've had White Castle. I've had their food, and I thought it was absolutely awful. So I mean, I can't imagine they make anything.
You got to be fucking absolutely hammered beyond belief.
That's exactly what my brother-in-law said. My brother-in-law
You weren't drunk enough. If you had White Castle, then it was terrible.
So you can drink so you can eat like 20 of the sliders. And
because like we went there for lunch, and me and my wife thought it was awful, but my brother-in-law was like, no, you did it wrong. You got to go there at 3 a.m. when you're shit-faced. And yeah, exactly. Order like 40 of them, and then you just sit there and eat them and not know what you're doing.
Yeah, everything tastes better when you're hammered, and White Castle is tolerable when you're hammered. Eric Gilbert says 24-hour breakfast joints have the better coffee. And then Jamie shows up here and says, "Sup, gents, just got home from hockey. How did the mystery beer review go?"
Jamie, come on in. Wake your kids up.
The mystery beer review went extremely well from what I saw. Yeah.
The mystery beer was actually Joe.
Yeah, it was me. It was wrapped up in 2 separate cans. It was
and then everyone drank him.
They drank my milkshake.
Oh, they drank your milkshake, all right.
They did.
They did bring all the boys to the bar.
Oh, it did.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Rod says that White Castle always scores super high on their coffee. Food, that's another story. I mean, I wouldn't go to White Castle to get coffee personally, just because you go there, like I said, like 2 a.m. and just eat all the hamburgers. That's what you do. You eat all the sliders and you're done.
Yeah, but can Rod really talk about pricing? Because I mean, he gets Rod J deals anyway, so it's like not really fair compared to everything.
I feel like Rod didn't pay for the beers he had today at that brewery either. After talking,
I feel that way too.
Yeah, it was all comped. They were like, "What's this? What's this man? What's his bill?" I'm taking care of it. That's what Clint said. I'm taking care of it.
Especially when he told him he was the top 50 wine tuber.
Yeah.
He for sure was getting everything comped in.
Top 40, maybe even top 35. Beast.
Red Beard's back.
Oh,
so much for that pretty lady.
Damn it.
Wrap it up.
Damn it.
I'm back.
Red Beard finished. What are you banging out?
He finished.
That was fast.
No, there's a girl that like I've been chatting with. She's like an ex-girlfriend of mine, lives out west now, and we're trying to like she wants me to come see her, and we had like a.
Can you show us a picture of her vagina?
No, not at all.
Well, when you get one, please share it with us.
Even
some of us are very lonely and haven't had sex for a long time.
So I just
no.
I just want to confirm. Rajay says, "LOL, funny thing, it was all comped." I tried to pay though.
That was all comped.
Like nobody doubted that. Nobody ever thought for a second that he paid for anything.
Did you though, Rod?
Come on, Rod. Come on.
He said he did tip the person that was taking care of him though. In what way, may I ask? And then Eric Gilbert says,
that's for another show.
Eric Gilbert gets the birch beer from a New Jersey bottler, Boylan or something like that. We get Boylan birch beer. We get birch beer.
Boylan here. Some places will carry it here.
Yeah, birch beer is fantastic. I like it way better than root beer.
I'm trying to find a picture of it.
Birch beer? Is that what you said?
Birch beer. Also, Rajay says $1 crisp $1. Or sorry, that's what Jamie said. $1 crisp $1 was the tip.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Here comes
on my screen. That message just got retracted. Hashtag red. Get your groove on. Thanks, buddy.
Get your beard on.
Stink your finger in her butthole.
Stink your finger in her butthole?
That's right. Well, I was stink your stinky
I suppose,
finger in
yes.
her butthole. And then, then she's like your own personal popsicle.
What? Oh, she's dead.
You can think about it.
Jesus Christ.
It's a smart joke for smart people.
That's what it is.
That got weird.
Is she a ginger too?
No.
I just sort of
Although right
assumed
now her hair-
gingers were attracted to other gingers.
Right now, her hair is dyed like crazy, awesome, super bright red color, which is
But
pretty cool.
is it
So,
red
like
downstairs
ginger.
too?
What?
Is it
It's
like
a carpet
downstairs
matched
red?
drape.
Yeah, exactly. Carpet match the curtains.
I would almost hope not, because it's like a fucking pretty shocking shade of red.
Oh, that's when I'd want it. Like, see, when like the hair is
And
black
I
and
know she is a natural brunette, so I'm not gonna really, I'm not gonna complain about any kind of, discrepancy at all. I'm gonna be just fine with that.
Here you go, Joe. Joe fucking left too.
Sure.
No, he's still here. He's just.
I'm fucking
master.
here.
He's
No,
very-
oh,
Look,
he
Joe,
was
look.
right here
Crush-
the whole time.
Crushed
He's
birch
beer
beer.
patrolling.
Actually, I
but he
came
won't-
back
he won't be
right
catching
as I put on my headphones, and he's like, "He's not fucking here."
Hmm.
Trying to
You
get
know,
your
it's
attention.
cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Catch
Crushed
anyone.
birch beer.
Birch beer.
Yeah, that's
Crush.
dude. I've never.
Is that
seen
like an actual thing or like Photoshop?
Yeah, no, that's actual. That's real. That's I had that in. There's a.
weird.
You can get it in Newfoundland, and there's a Newfoundland themed diner here that carries it.
Yeah, that's strange. I had no idea that existed at all.
Yeah, it's kind of like a combination of their cream soda and their the root beer with a bit of added mint. Like it looks pink, but it tastes like root beer with a lot of mint added.
Sounds like a lot of girls I know.
Segue from that into you guys read the
Picture, what the fuck is the picture of the side shot there on that picture you showed, Nick, with like the fucking Pepsi fire? What the hell is that?
Oh, I don't know what that is. And somebody shared that with me saying you should try this, but I have no
that's in
idea
the
where you
States.
get it.
That's in the States. I've seen that.
Is it like
never had it.
spicy Pepsi?
Yeah, it's spicy. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
Pepsi.
cinnamon. It's like cinnamon Pepsi. Yeah.
Yeah, the cinnamon's not.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
No.
Yeah.
Um,
a bit of cinnamon in a Pepsi could possibly be good, but if you try to make it like the point where it's like spicy cinnamon, I don't think
they're
I'd be a
making it
fan
like
of that.
Fireball, but in soda pop form. Which is
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, cinnamon's weird, but it's like one of those things like a candy. It's kind of spicy, but it's not really it's not spicy in the sense that you want it to be spicy, though. It's fucking.
They brought
Like, I
back
love
Crystal
me some hot
Pepsi
peppers and shit.
again. They released it again.
They should not have done that. That was a bad idea. It was bad.
I actually
tried
picked
it.
one up. I don't think it's not cola. Like I don't know why they call it Crystal Pepsi because it's not cola. It doesn't
Clear
taste
cola,
like
but
cola.
no.
I like the taste of it, but I
I-
just don't think it tastes like.
I
fucking Pepsi or
drank a
anything.
fair bit of it when it was originally released back in like the late 90s, whatever the fuck, and I feel like the re-release was not the same.
No, it was
And then-
similar. It was
pretty
similar.
but the reason why it wasn't the same is it had caffeine in it. The original didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I kind of had that caffeine bite to it, and I didn't care for it.
I don't think Well, I'm looking at what you're saying right there. Verdict taste. That's the thing. Taste was like it's not. It doesn't taste bad, but like I don't understand why they called it like clear Pepsi because it is nothing remotely close to Pepsi in any form.
Yeah.
No, this is from 2 years ago. Verdict taste is bad Pepsi without the much any caramel flavoring. Cola taste slightly fruity, berry-like, sugary.
Did you
like
doing
melted clear
reviews
freezy.
on Facebook? Is that what's
Yeah.
happening?
Taste is pretty close to what I vaguely remember from over 20 years ago. Maybe a touch sweeter, perhaps owing to the use of glucose, fructose, blah, blah, blah. Well, noted on historical inaccuracy, the original Crystal Pepsi was caffeine-free. This stuff is not. And I remember having it like almost like a spicy kind of, I want to say it's almost spicy, like that's similar to that, like a little bit of like a burn to it kind of from from having caffeine in it. Because you could tell the caffeine was there.
Was like remember like the Pepsi Blue and like red or whatever the fuck it is? Same kind of thing. It's like they called it Pepsi, but it was not Pepsi at all. Same kind of fucking mistake.
It wasn't Pepsi at all. Done.
That's right.
Called it Pepsi Blue.
Yeah. Pepsi fucking blue. Pepsi purple. Done.
Might be good with vodka.
There's a lot of comments about carpets.
Oh God.
Yeah. Rod also says she was surprised that he gave her a tip because it was comped. He also said hashtag take no advice from Greg. Did Greg just randomly leave or did he say he was going?
He didn't say as far as I saw.
He probably is hammered and then fell asleep again.
Totally believable.
Eric
Props for
Gilbert
him for actually hitting the hang up button before falling asleep.
Yeah, that is just so when I did the duo review with Todd tonight, I almost hung up like you usually do, Nick, or occasionally do, instead of fucking taking it offline. I was so close. I was like probably like a half an inch away from pushing. I was like, oh shit.
It's happened enough times. You can say usually now.
Yeah, usually. but it is weird that they should just kind of take that away from you when you're the fucking host. Like that should be that little red phone hang up should be gone. Or that should hang up the broadcast. But whatever.
Well, like when you hang up, when I close, it should end the broadcast.
It should be defaulted to that. I'll give you that. Like the person that started it,
I guess there's a thing. If my computer crashes or if I accidentally hit it and it doesn't take it offline, I can always come back.
Yeah, you lose your connection, your internet connection.
Yeah, that's probably why it is the way it is. Actually, coming to look at Nick and his fucking massive brain right here. My God. Solving all the problems.
Yeah, well, I do work as a IT support.
Well, there you go. Also, YT support, YouTube support.
YouTube support.
There you go.
I'm gonna do some beer tube support, and then I'm gonna crack this open.
What is that? Sugar
Bush Black Lager.
Is it like a maple black lager? Because that sounds fucking amazing.
Is that fucking Moosehead?
It's Moosehead small batch.
You and your fucking Moosehead small batch.
Every brew has its story. This one begins with a delicious. Shut up. This one begins with a deliciously robust black lager with notes of coffee and cocoa that we infuse with pure maple syrup to give it a lightly sweet finish. Interesting. Fuck. They just canned this. And I haven't had it yet. Anyway, go ahead.
It sounds amazing.
The Moosehead, like their big Moosehead.
I feel like if anything, if at some point, one of these small batch Mooseheads should be a beer mail from Nick, so we can do a beer analysis. Because you've had a few of them now, like on live chats and stuff, and they all sound pretty cool. Like you got them in the. Well,
they released 3 of these. Well, yeah, the Keith's one. Other than that barrel aged imperial stout, which was, a bit thin, but at the same time impressive. The Keith's put that out because usually Keith's fucking sucks.
Marcel actually went to the Keith's brewery when he went out west, during the summer, and he brought one of the Sorry. He came here with one of those Keith's beers. I can't remember which one it was, but he cracked it open on my counter. And literally over half the bottle foamed out over the top. It was he took it away just before I was going to take a picture of it and be like share it with you guys and be like, what the fuck happened here? But yeah, I can't remember what one it was, but yeah, it fucking went bad or something in a bad way. Over half the bottle was gone by the time it was unfoaming.
To answer your question, Todd, from earlier, yes, that is the Moosehead. They are in New Brunswick, and Nick basically goes.
My hometown.
Yeah, goes. Well, New Brunswick, a town? You mean a province?
Moosehead is from St. John. I am from St. John.
I know what you meant, but you were like, it's my hometown when I said New Brunswick.
It's literally about 5 minutes away from my work, so I can drive. It's not the small batch brewery. They just opened over in the spring or the summer.
In the spring.
I forget if it was the spring that they opened or in the early summer. I think it was around June that they opened that small batch brewery, which is where they can do like smaller one-off beers and be a bit more experimental with their beer. But actually, one of the recent moves that they've done in the last couple of weeks is they started canning the craft beer that they make there. So they've got the small batch. This is the most recent one, the Sugar Bush Black Lager. Though the other two they've done,
everybody else.
The other ones that they've done the London Export Stout, London Stout. I think it was there's a name for it, and 10 penny, 10 penny Old Stock Ale was actually a historic beer that they released back in 1934, and it was actually not discontinued up until the mid 2000s, where it used to be popular in Nova Scotia. It was discontinued around my area long before that, but it was kind of neat to see them re-release.
I was part of.
They made.
I was part of that whole live chat. That seemed like that beer didn't interest me nearly as much as the one you're currently having, man. That sounds fucking amazing.
The analogy I made, Todd, is to equate it to something. It's kind of they're similar to like Genesee, where Genesee's are like a regional brewery, and Moosehead's more regional, but they're obviously national and whatnot.
Genesee's number one product is available internationally.
Yeah,
but everything else they make, it's pretty much regional.
It's regional.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Nick's showing off all this Moosehead shit.
So they have the small batch, and Genesee.
Damn you.
And Genesee has the brew house, and he's talking about 10 penny. Genesee's like old classic ale was the 12 horse that they only brew at the brewery, just like the 10 penny. It's funny. It's like parallel how Moosehead is to Genesee. It's crazy to me. Like it's very simple.
Yeah, I never knew that.
10, 12.
That's not bad. It's rare you actually get something that like a beer that brings out the maple when it's got it in it.
It's usually a fermented sour.
Like the one that again it sucked that it fucking exploded on Shad, but the Sugar Bush maple sour that New Ontario here made was really good. It had the whole second fermentation issue, and when Chad went to review it, it exploded. But the beer they usually make is their Sapsucker Maple Brown Ale, which the maple flavor in there it's more like drinking maple syrup than it is like drinking beer. It's fucking amazing.
The thing is, it all depends on when they're using the maple syrup. If they're brewing with it, it usually ends up fermenting out, so you're only hit with like a touch of sweetness. But a lot of times it becomes like unrefined maple, where you get like a maple character, but absolutely no sweetness. If you're at it in post, like a lot of the places do that want the actual sweetness and the full-on maple flavor. That's what I enjoy. Like I don't want it to all ferment out. If you tell me there's maple syrup, I want maple syrup.
Yeah.
Like I want real maple syrup in it. I don't want it to just use it as another sugar in the beer. Like I want the taste and everything, all the characters.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean that kind of tastes like if they added the maple syrup afterwards.
Yeah, post.
Look who's back out of nowhere.
Look who's back.
Back. Back. Oh yeah.
Jesus
You get any more lines, Nick? Any more lines?
No more lines. He is now snorting maple syrup.
I'm not snorting. I got my face buried in some Sugar Bush.
Oh, Jesus
Sugar
Christ.
Bush.
Oh my God.
Holy fucking red. Oh, I guess I'm assuming
Russell's here.
I'm assuming the podcast just ended, so both of you are now. That's what must just happen, right?
Or maybe you're on the podcast.
Oh,
that would be fucking cool, man.
You're on.
No, you're not on the fucking podcast. Let's not crazy.
Yeah. I was gonna say like anytime, like I'm down, but the movie the movies you guys review on there are generally
talking?
Not so much the ones that
Red Bear,
watch.
you still Craig.
I'm sorry, I wasn't talking about
you're not lying. And there's no mystery beer bells coming your way. Two things. That's all I wanted to point out.
There might be a mystery beer package coming to a certain Redbeard.
But it's not you.
Yeah.
Don't look so fucking excited, Red Beard.
It's going to be his actual package.
No, like I that'd be awesome, but like I can't see Paul. Paul, you're way down there. You'd have to come across the border to do it. So
well, someone that I know from New York is coming off across the border to send it.
You know what?
No, he's not.
No,
is it Chad? Is it Chad's driving? Oh wait, he's in Florida now. Sorry.
That's right.
I will say, like, anytime I get, it's been a while actually since I've gotten any kind of beer mail, but I always do make a point of making a video of it. And anytime I get beer mail, I am quite fucking happy about that.
Good night, Rod. Rod's taken off. So good night.
Fuck
cheers,
you,
man.
Rod, you sexy piece of shit.
See you, Rod.
Yeah.
See you, Rod.
He's got to drive back. Where's he? He's got to drive back to Cincy?
He's in Toledo.
Holy Toledo!
Holy Toledo!
Is Cincy like the slang for Cincinnati?
Yes, and
that's
really gay, Rod. By the way, I thought you were a real man. But the same, like that's like 6 hours
like
away.
Rod in a different way.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's just like I was like, what Cincy? And then like I remember he's in the Cincinnati. Does he live in Cincinnati or like the outskirts?
No, he lives outskirts, more towards Kentucky border.
Okay, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Kentucky.
Barely. footy's
Yeah.
there.
Barely.
But
yeah,
Kentucky's in him, if you know what I mean.
I don't. Paul, you want to explain this one to Redbeard, who
Yeah.
doesn't know since he made Cincinnati? I'd like feel like
Yeah, please elaborate for me.
Let me see. There's a backwater pond up his ass, but there's salt water in there. It's a little different.
There you go.
Anal
There you
plugging. Yeah.
Anal fisting.
Oh shit, Nick.
I like how Nick just
Oh, that's where, yes.
Oh shit.
fucking not talking for 10 minutes. He's just like, anal fisting.
Anal fisting.
I require a new beer.
He's out of Kleenex because they're all fucking full of blood.
Eight ball.
Full of blood.
What did you guys podcast tonight? What movie or movies?
Fun house.
8 ball runners.
Was it just you two, or was Dan involved?
Dan was
Dan
on it, yeah.
was there. Dan was there. He was dealable. He was good.
You just say dealable? Are you trying to be tolerable for you, or dealable?
We dealed. We were dealables.
It's just like dealable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
What
good.
do you even mean
dealt.
dealable? I mean, at one point you said something about being Jude, and he didn't even call you out on it. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He did later when I said the main girl looked like a troll doll. He did mention
well, you were
that.
wrong on that point. We
Yeah,
both
yeah.
called you out on that.
Yeah. That's
Was that
you
because-
guys no standards?
Oh, so there's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Usually it's the opposite way around. Like you don't have any standards.
No, I'm just saying I'd fuck her, but she looks like a troll doll. But I'd fuck her.
Like
I'm
as far as standards go, it's like Greg is somewhere down here on the floor, maybe fucking in the ground, and
Because
then
he
it's like
actually,
you.
see, the thing is, like, my standards are a little higher, but at the same time, I don't say no to anything.
Mhm.
Greg, his standards are low, but he will say no to shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the problem.
it's confusing but correct.
Yeah.
Why, did he say no to you or something?
Well, yeah, he did.
Saying
And
that's the
me.
problem.
It hurt me deep inside when I'm soft and gentle like a woman.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm gonna link in the side chat, and I'll get a fucking consensus here from people in this.
Are we getting
Here's-
linked to the
here's
troll
a-
doll?
Here's a picture of the main girl in the funhouse.
I said she was cute.
For
I said she was
anybody
cute.
She's fine. I
watching,
don't-
that's the picture of her right there.
That
I
is
said-
not what any kind of troll doll.
I
I've
said
ever
she
seen
would
looks
no
like.
later when her nose flares up
Wait a
when she's
second.
excited.
Well,
she looks like a troll doll. But
Everybody,
I said she was cute and
Roll
I
it,
would
play.
fuck her.
everybody.
That's
Needs,
not the girl that plays Susan Ivanova on Babylon 5, is it?
No,
I'm not,
I don't know,
Gotta be
but she
different.
played
It looks
in,
kind of like her, though.
let's
What
just keep this in
Nick? What show
perspective,
did she
though.
play in?
What?
She played a cop in something.
John Larroquette show,
The John Larroquette show.
Oh, I should watch it. John.
So what was this movie again?
the Funhouse from 1981.
Apparently the Funhouse,
The-
not just Funhouse.
But you guys got to keep it in perspective for Paul. She's breathing, therefore already
I said
Out
she's
of
cute.
our league, yeah, right.
she's breathing.
I said
That is
she's
weak.
cute. I said I'd fuck her. I just said when she gets really excited, she looks like a troll doll.
We see
'Cause
that.
her nose flares out, and she
I'm like, oh, her nose flares out.
yeah.
Eric in the comment, I'm not sure what he's going for, but he said that's what dogging style is for.
Doggy
Dogging?
style?
Maybe doggy style? I remember dogging style.
I like the fact that when you like hook her up to a gas pump so she can't breathe and she dies while she's doing it.
You also have to realize that Eric Gilbert
What
is
the
probably about 75 beers and or whiskeys or whatever. He's clearly
So just
not.
like Paul, then.
Yeah, pretty
but
much. But he's
you have
trying
make
to
sure
type.
that Eric, because you can't. Obviously you're Canadian, so you can't type or anything. But once you actually like knock her out with the ether and her head hits the ground, you don't put the fucking rag on her mouth. You set it to the side so there's enough vapors to get air in there, but she still remains knocked out. I'm just saying that's how you do that.
Christ.
Yeah,
Because
he's
no one wants accidental corpses. You know, no one wants that.
scarily way too many.
He just wanted to pass out, not to.
Mm-hmm.
pass on.
Look, I'm trying
What
to
the fuck are we
save.
talking
I'm trying to save women's lives right now. Your eyes are closed because of Coke. So shut your fucking mouth, Mr. Judgy.
Coke I've had today is Coca-Cola, man.
Yeah, that had Coke in it. I read a book once.
Was that the original recipe?
The original recipe of Coke, yeah.
Well,
original recipe.
Because I breathed it through my nose.
You know what Nick looks like? He looks like the hormone monster from that show. Did you ever watch that show? The
No.
hormone monster? It's pretty awesome.
Hormoning?
Yeah, hormone monster. Check it out on the YouTube. It's fucking fantastic. You look just like him.
I have to look this up.
I have no idea.
Nick, don't. Just stop. You don't have to look at all. Just...
Big something. I'm trying to remember what it's called. The hormone
Nothing
monster.
like that, man.
That's what you look like.
Fine,
right now, with all those big crazy eyes full of Coke, you look exactly like that.
I think we've established that Paul does not know what other people look like.
Is it because he's drank a lot of beer tonight?
Yeah, he's only drank like 6 cases of beer tonight, so.
All I've been drinking was the homegrown lager. How many? Like cases.
The hormones going too far.
Okay. I only drank 9 of those, by the way.
What show is this?
You only drink 9. There's no big.
Only 9 of those beers, and then what? A 4-pack of the other 10% beers, and then
right.
So, yeah. So you're more alcohol than man right now, buddy. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
It looks more like you, Paul. Jesus.
Well, I'm not saying we weren't distant cousins. I'm just saying that we're related somehow.
Anyway,
you know,
we're all related, baby.
Yeah, I mean, look, where is it? I'll bring a picture up.
There is Nick. That's Nick.
Wait, Nick is wait.
What?
No, this definitely looks more like you, Paul.
What the fuck? How did that even pop into your head? Oh man. Yo.
What fucking show is that from?
I've never seen it in my life.
I have never seen it, and I don't know how you relate.
Look at him. It looks like.
What fucking show are we in right now?
It's actually pretty. It's pretty entertaining.
We're all in a cartoon.
I think it's called.
Yeah.
I think it's called like Big Mouth or something like that. Yeah. It's pretty
big tripod. Anyway.
What the fuck, Nick?
Speaking of big tripods,
I gotta piss again.
There he goes, big tripod.
Yeah, here goes fucking 30-minute piss. 30 minutes.
Do you actually think he does coke off the back of his fucking toilet?
He might at this point.
Yeah,
we've established he does coke off the tip of his cock. Come on now.
I'm sorry, but like half the time I talked to him, his eyes weren't open, and he's not Greg.
Well, I would say he had to take over for Greg because Greg actually fucked off, believe it or not. He was hammered and tired and just left without saying anything.
He's like,
so then Nick's like, I guess I just won't open my eyes either for the rest of the night.
At least I said goodbye for the time that I was gone.
You did, and then unfortunately you came back, so that's...
Fuck you.
Apparently, Guy has updated Facebook and says he is safe during the tornado in Ottawa.
Fuck him anyway.
I saw some damaged fucking pictures have been shared from there.
Why do you have to talk
I was like, it's windy as hell here. A couple of trees got knocked over. But yes, a tornado or something happened there briefly. It's fucking pretty crazy with the pictures. Like I feel very like even if anything.
Oh, thank God.
Aside from a new, the building I am in is fucking solid, man. Like you know, I feel pretty safe where I am. How is that funny?
If you go back and watch this, are we still on that? Yes, we are. If you go back and watch the stream, you'll see why it was so funny. Shall we just tell you?
That was great.
You were talking and then you froze on all of our screens for about 5 seconds. And thank God.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Okay.
Now all of a sudden you pop back up and he's like,
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. Okay.
It was pretty fucking hilarious. You go to this long spiel, you just freeze like, oh my god.
You know what it is? I always forget, but like my VPN.
Oh, my face.
My VPN that I have is like occasionally not the best for streaming, so I usually shut it off before I get into stuff. But I have it on.
Well, I've been fine tonight until that.
Keep it on.
This is random. That's funny.
Oh, it was. It was
I am very happy that I got that much of a fucking. You know, I was able to give you guys that much of a happy experience. That makes me happy right now.
I think I did it.
You guys seem to really enjoy it. I'm glad.
It was pretty. It was just the timing of it. It was so good.
I'm glad.
It was, awesome. It was perfect.
It pretty much was. I gotta go. I'm gonna have to watch that back. Where are we on the stream? 17 hours in? I don't know. Fuck are we? Well, it's up.
Yeah, randomly, you know what happened? Like
ours for sure.
In North Bay, out of nowhere. Like when I was to visit Chad in January, he took me to that Mexican place. I can't think of the fucking name of it. Joe,
Mexico?
You would have been there.
Why do I just look like a random guy that goes to that Mexican place?
No, but I feel like if you had like hung with Chad while he was where he lived, you might take. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a really memorable.
Was it the place that has like the hot burritos and all that shit?
Yeah, it was like an actual like authentic kind of Mexican place, and yeah, and like that was the first time I ever had an actual like kind of authentic Mexican.
For Holies, I think for Holies or for
something like that. It was a funny name. Yeah. But anyway, I ate half the burrito and it was huge, so I ate half it and put the rest in the fridge, and then drove home and forgot about it. So the dogs got the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, here in North Bay, a place called Mr. Pancho's opened up.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
It's a weird name.
Where we go there, Mr. Pancho's, everybody.
But no,
Good
but like,
story. Good story.
Somebody shared like a thing on Facebook. One of my friends, I looked at them and nothing but positive reviews. So I'm like, go check it out. Yesterday I went there and got a burrito, a chicken burrito.
How did you ship?
It was about 2 pounds. Like that yesterday. That was my food for yesterday. Basically, I ate it. Like I ate half of it and then put it in the fridge. And then later on in the night, I like put it on a pan and I heat up in the fucking oven and it got all nice and hot again and finished it off. And it was fucking delicious, man. Like like Mexican food. I haven't really tried a lot of it, but like
what happened? Like where was the segue to this? Where did this come from?
No, well, segue. I gotta go.
Because we were like talking about
his anus this morning.
You're like, you're going to that Mexican restaurant. Joe, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, what? So,
I didn't say it like that. Joe, you might know what I'm talking about.
Is this that Frioli's in Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
There you go.
I said Frioli's. That's what I said.
All right.
So,
that place is pretty fucking good. Chad took me and Guy there when we were there. And Radar.
That's what I was saying. The first time I'd ever had, actually. I don't know where the segue came from.
I guess that's where you take it.
I was just really happy with this place I've tried recently.
Because we were talking about something completely different. You're just like, that Mexican place. You know what I'm talking about. Now, you might be familiar with it.
Well, Mexicans probably got it brought up somehow, and now Paul's left, so he can't take credit for it.
Yeah, where did Paul? Did Paul just fucking pull a Greg and accidentally just shut down?
Hey, no, Paulie girl.
How was he on the podcast tonight?
It was fine.
Well behaved?
No, he wasn't well behaved, but he was fine.
No, when he said, "Dude,"
he's never well behaved.
No, that's true. That's true. He's usually not drunk, but also not sober.
No. The only thing I ever worry about with Paul is what sometimes he has technical issues with his phone, but he didn't have any until now apparently. So
until now, well, is it technical or is it just Paul's?
Well, it might be human error.
Yeah, human error for sure in this situation. Greg randomly hopped on in the dark after he just woke up. He just showed up. We couldn't see him. Turns out lights like, I just woke up. He was complaining about the movie Mandy. He said that Agnes said it was shit. And then he's like, I fell asleep 25 minutes into it, so I don't even know. So.
Yeah, well, fuck both of them.
Oh, Jesus.
That movie's fucking great. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck you, Greg.
I'm saying it right now. I'm putting it right there. Fuck you, Greg.
Jamie in this chat with the Mexican place in Niagara. It's called Frank's. And then Eric in the bottom. How does it compare to Taco Bell? I've honestly, surprisingly, never had Taco Bell. There's not one here in
Wow.
North Bay.
Yeah, you're North Bay.
Not saying you're
missing
missing
anything.
much, but
And yeah, like I've seen like people talking about how they have friends where it's like they think Taco Bell is like the pinnacle of Mexican food, where it's like
Well,
they've
those
never
people
had.
are fucking stupid.
They've never had
They just say
actual.
god damn.
Again, like me, like I walked into this place here in North Bay, and like we got like this some sombreros on the fucking walls and shit, and it's all like kind of cliche, and like the people behind the bar though, are they're Mexicans in North Bay.
Yeah, there
is,
you
like,
go.
Those people,
It's-
listen, those
Here's
people,
Friolis.
but it's so good.
those people I
So
think
good.
Taco Bell's the pinnacle of Mexican food are probably the same people that think McDonald's is the pinnacle of hamburgers. Like,
There
they
you
just
go.
need to settle down. Just
I'll
need to
give you
settle
that.
down.
Yeah,
this is the
but
best
I
because you can afford it.
This place
Nothing
here
like,
in North
nothing
Bay.
like Taco Bell where you have to buy like 18 fucking little miniature tacos just to get a fucking meal, and they all taste
Yeah.
like shit, and they put you in the toilet 30 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, Taco Bell, again, the only way I feel like you'll really enjoy it is if you're hammered. And they're open at like 2 a.m. and you want some
That's
kind of
what they are.
soup.
They're
Yeah.
they're drunk.
You want
Yeah,
some
like I
kind
said,
of
like I
American
said, like-
Mexican food. That's not
place,
really.
This place that opened up here in North Bay, Mr. Pancho's, gave me a fucking. It was $14. It wasn't cheap. It was the burrito weighed at least 2 pounds, and it was fucking just like soda. Didn't give me like a dip. Wasn't eat it and then like run to the bathroom. It was a really good, fucking delicious. Yeah, the name is funny. I'll give you that, Mr. Pancho.
I just can't. We're gonna name our restaurant, Pat. Mr. Ponchos. We're calling Mr. Ponchos. Where you want to go, Mr. Ponchos? Get that big chicken burrito. Oh man.
Hey man, they make fucking really good food. So
I know. It's a funny
Yeah.
day.
It's
I
fun,
enjoy it.
yeah.
I enjoy
Again,
it.
I'm glad I'm able to. I'm glad I'm able to give you some happiness tonight, buddy. That's
Oh, it's good times. Yeah, it's fun.
oh, this was better.
You gotta, like I said, you gotta watch back when you're going on about whatever. I can't even remember the conversation. It just freezes. It falls. Just
Oh yeah, I'm
oh,
gonna
thank
check that
God.
for sure.
Oh, thank God.
So they didn't call it Senior Ponchos because they were just afraid it was going to be a lot of old people looking for hats. Is that or for fucking
I think Senor Panchos would have been a better name when you think about it. Like,
Oh, my
that would have been giving you like the instant kind of Mexican Mr. Like Pancho does not really give you. When I think of Pancho, but for some reason it makes me think of like just somebody wearing like weird pants. Panchos, like
What?
like that.
It really doesn't make me think about fucking burritos. All
That's
right.
exactly. It does not bring to mind Mexican food instantly, whereas like Senor Panchos might do that. That's all I'm like.
I don't even know what's happening.
what the fuck is a pancho?
I don't
even know.
There's no poncho.
It sounds like a cross
No,
between
like an air or no. I don't know.
a poncho that has pants built into it. I don't know.
That's a movie.
Yeah. Hey, Homer wore one of those.
No,
It's-
the movie doesn't have pants built in. It's just like a fucking dress, isn't it? Basically.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
really, really good that they have awesome food because otherwise, what? the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. It's fucking really, really good food though, man. Like I was really happy with that food.
There's a lot of like I think in most cities, pretty much North America, you probably have at least one good like Mexican restaurant that everybody's like, yeah, go to this place.
So
That's
it's
the
kinda
thing.
Like, it's kind of like Chick-fil-A, like great food and a lot of racism. Is that?
A lot of prejudice.
I was just saying that Joe, that didn't like there's one franchisee place called fucking Quesada or something here in town that is like
I'd go to a place called fucking Quesada. Yeah.
Fucking quesada.
well, it's like that's like the one Mexican place that has existed here for a little bit.
We tried
This
to
is like
sell
the-
quesadilla, but we
It's
got
the first
lost.
like kind of small, like not franchise, fucking like I like to support my
Local
community.
businesses,
When
yeah.
it comes to that. Like if a place in town is making a really good burger or something, I'll go there for my burger as opposed to McDonald's, something like that. And this place, again, I went there because there are recommendations I saw on Facebook. They're like, make some really good burritos and shit. And I was like, the only real awesome burrito I ever had was with Chad down in the States.
Oh my
But not the States. Fucking what? Down Niagara Falls. Wow. My brain fell for a second there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, I want to try to see if I can get possibly that experience again. And it was pretty close.
You think they have taquitos on the level of 7-Eleven? Probably not, right, Nick?
Fuck off. I try and find a picture of the place that in town that makes burritos almost like Froli's. They're nowhere near as good, but they're a million times better than than Taco Bell. But they'll make you a real burrito for about $10.
Yeah.
And the thing comes out to be about this fucking huge, and they'll have like real beef and rice and toppings like and guacamole and sour cream and stuff like that.
And unlike Chipotle, you don't have to pay extra for the guacamole, do you?
No, you don't. You just squirt it on, baby. The squirt. Squirt.
Okay, no more hand gestures. We've already been doing this.
You gotta give it a squirt.
But to go to I personally think Chick-fil-A is awesome, except for their everything else about them. Like their food's awesome. Like their chicken's great. But the whole we don't open up on a Sunday, fuck everyone. I don't even know how they have a deal with the Atlanta Falcons Stadium when NFL football is fucking played on a Sunday. They're open like one day a year on a Monday Night Football. Otherwise, fuck them. Like we're not gonna be open for them.
I feel like
I've never been like that. That's something that's there's no Chick-fil-A anywhere even remotely near to me. But the first time I ever come across one, I'll definitely try it.
Their stuff is good, but they're they're not a fan of.
They should just go for Popeyes or something like that. Get them a deal.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, you would think, right? Like
Popeyes is good.
Like,
not that good.
That again, not available here. Like Papa John's, not here. And again, people don't support but people talk about. I would like to at least once in my life try a Papa John's pizza kind of thing.
I have no interest. Fuck that.
Really? You don't have Papa John's there? They're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, man. Like we go with the Pizza Hut. There's 2-for-1 pizza, pizza.
Yeah.
Greco's is like a North.
We only have like one Pizza Hut that's in a mall, and yet we get like 2 or 3 Papa John's around here.
I always go local because I just can't. Like it's like Pizza Hut's fine. Even Domino's is way better than it was in the past. But like I'd rather support local in that situation.
Actually, it makes me sad because the best local pizza place in my opinion is a place called the Arugula here in town, and they have like a wood-fired pizza.
Yeah, those are fantastic. Yeah,
but like the company I work for, we used to clean their hood fans. Mm-hmm. And the roof of their building is like this fucking basically like a sheer fucking metal roofing type material. And when you're up there trying to clean their hood fan, which is a greasy thing, and using the degreasers and water and stuff, that becomes a goddamn fucking skating rink.
Ugh.
And like all we asked was like, can you please put some kind of something on your roof so it's more safe? Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, screw you guys, we'll go somebody else. And that's what they did. So like I don't eat there very much anymore because of that. Like, but it makes me sad because
got a couple comments here from Eric and Jamie. Eric says there is no enjoying Taco Bell, especially on the can. He said also thank God he has selective hearing. And then Jamie says Taco Bell and 7-Eleven taquitos. Skip the gut problems and throw the food right in the toilet. then he says life coach. Awesome. If you are over 18, don't eat food from a gas station, a convenience store, or any fast food.
Exactly.
Unless you are on a road trip.
Even then, it's dodgy at best.
It is. And then Eric Gilbert says, so they're like Denny's. I don't know who he's referencing.
I don't know, but that's the wrong there.
Wait a minute.
See, when it comes to fast food anymore, what it comes down to is when you crave something. Like if I want to eat at McDonald's, it's because I'm craving a Big Mac or their nuggets. But I don't ever just be like, I want to go to McDonald's today because I'm hungry. I never do that.
No.
Same thing with KFC. Like you say what you want about KFC, but their original chicken tastes a certain way. I like it. But if I go there once or twice a year, it's because I crave the original recipe, not because I crave fried chicken. It's because I crave their taste of whatever that is.
I always found KFC's chicken was like it's like so close to the borderline of being like raw. It's like as soon as it became cooked.
Cooking your KFC?
No, like any KFC I've ever had was like always just kind of like the skin and the seasoning and stuff is delicious, but the chicken itself, when I go there myself, I'll get like one of their chicken burger kind of things. I find those
Yeah, I want some Mary
That's-
Browns.
quality of
I
that.
want some Mary Browns.
I want some
I
Mary
wish I had some Mary Browns here, but I don't. I think
I
there's
don't like
maybe in Toronto.
what is Mary Brown's?
Mary
fried
Brown's is
chicken.
an,
Fried
yeah,
chicken.
it's an excellent, like about 1,000,000 times less greasy than KFC fried chicken place. I got one right across the fucking street.
Man, fuck you, Lee.
Oh, wow.
Go
I
get
yeah,
some.
I
yeah.
didn't know they had a Mary Brown's in Kingston. That's
Mystery
awesome.
food review. You sent out Mary Browns to all of us.
We've always had a little bit of animosity, Lee, but like I felt like
The
fuck
only
you
Mary,
right now,
like,
man. I want
back,
that
like a
chicken.
few years ago, the only Mary Browns I knew was was the one in Nova Scotia, like outside of like New Lower
Yeah,
Sackville or something.
This
But
one
now
was-
they've expanded.
Yeah, this one just came in like I think either end of last year or beginning of this year.
I never heard of it. That's a market though that
They're a
exists.
little,
Somebody
They're slightly
can come
pricier
along.
than KFC, but they're fucking tasty.
But again, like if you can come along with like kind of the KFC model, but like less greasy, more flavor, and like beat KFC at their own game, then like you've got fucking gold, man.
They're
Like
super less greasy. I'll just level. I don't fucking eat like buckets of chicken from anywhere. I don't eat chicken off the bone. I don't play that shit. I eat chicken burgers or their fucking chicken pop pins that they have. And man, they got great fucking taters too. Their fucking taters are awesome.
There's one in Sudbury.
Randomly, though.
If you're ever in Sudbury, whenever you are,
yeah.
they have one on.
Is there one there?
There you
Yep.
go.
When I was Sudbury, my current go-to is
their taters are fucking awesome.
along Quinn Road.
I know where the Sudbury has a Five Guys, which we don't have here now. So that's
Five
generally
Guys.
my go-to.
Five
But
Guys is good for.
This is something else I would try for
casual or
sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
shit, I
check
can
out
eat.
Mary Brown's locations.
They randomly have one in Florida, but nowhere else in the states.
Yeah.
Awesome
That's funny.
for all the people from Canada moving. To
That's
Florida.
what it's for. That's for all the old Canadians retiring there.
Holy shit!
what-
Yeah, look how many they have in Ontario right now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Wow.
You got to have one near you.
Like again,
There's
go
one in
north.
St. Catharines.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait, what is the one? I'm assuming the one that popped up in your map before it came off my screen was in Sudbury. The only one northish.
Yeah.
The one up there.
The
You
one
got
right
one.
there, that's Sudbury, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, Algonquin Road,
You got
Sudbury.
the hours for me, cool.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Next time you're in
I will check that out for sure.
Yeah, you gotta
There's
check that out.
one
It's
says-
really tasty. Get the Big Mary with the spicy sauce on it. That's awesome.
The
That's
big
my
one
favorite.
with the spicy sauce.
Big Mary combo, spicy. Yep.
Chick-fil-A and Denny's hates, and that is as far as I'm going, says Eric Gilbert. Did Denny's do something about racism or prejudice? I don't remember.
Okay,
No,
one
they
thing
just make
though,
bad food.
sorry. One thing that popped up, Lee.
Oh.
Do you not eat chicken wings then?
No, I don't. I think chicken wings are an abomination.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't leave. What's happening?
I can't believe I fucking call you a friend.
Okay,
I live in Buffalo. It was the birthplace. What are we going to do?
Sorry, man.
I understand.
I don't do chicken off the bone. I don't do that fucking cartilage and all those little gooey bits. I just want my
Just
processed
don't like
chicken.
chicks with
Gooey
bones in them.
Okay,
Bits.
you want to have like a piece of meat. So I understand like if I'm eating a chicken wing or any piece of chicken off the bone or anything, and I get a piece of like gristly cartilage, my appetite is gone. I'm done eating for that day, kind of thing. Like it's like
Yeah,
So,
I ain't no fucking peasant back in medieval times. I don't have to eat chicken like a fucking barbarian, you know.
And it's like I get
There's one
some
in
places
Hamilton.
though, some place out there that make like here in North Bay, there's the Moose, a place I used to work for. They are known for their wings, and if you get them like myself, I don't like drumsticks, like the wing parts, because you could actually like break it in a certain way that you pull both bones out, and it's just like an awesome
Okay.
piece of meat.
Chicken wings are bullshit.
There's like a
Put the certain
Stuff in-
sauces on, and
what do you
Yeah,
call it?
man.
Portaluzzi or something. Where's this one?
Yeah.
Fucking canary or
No,
something.
it's like,
Okay.
it's like Eric Gilbert says taters are fucking crack, son.
They are.
Browns.
Eric Gilbert knows what he's
Ever.
talking about.
And then Jamie says there's a few near him, and he's never tried it before.
Yeah, you really should. There's two in my area. There's two in St. John now.
like it's crazy when you're in the Toronto area how many there are in that fucking Southern Ontario.
Yeah, there's
man.
what, only a couple million people there. No
Like-
big deal.
Expand a bit more, goddammit, if they're that good. I would like they do good here, I feel like. Like there's two
Definitely.
KFCs here in North Bay, and both of them, again, like the last time I went to KFC, there was a girl working behind the cash that I thought was kind of cute. That was the only reason I was going there at the time. And it was like
corn dog.
Yeah, like I guess. But again, like I like the chicken sandwiches. But there's other things like I like to generally support more actual local establishments. So if I wanted and a chicken sandwich, I can just make that at home. I'll go somewhere for a burger, really. There's nowhere I really go for a chicken sandwich. But that one that you're saying, what the fuck's the name of it again?
Mary Brown's.
Mary Brown's, yeah. If that's yeah. Next time we go to Sudbury, damn right I'll look at that.
You're an embarrassment to Canada, Red.
Yeah.
I knew about Mary Brown's, and I'm not Canadian.
I'm an embarrassment to everything. It's okay.
Fair enough.
I shared an image of this place a while ago in a private chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Weight Watchers in between.
You got Harvey's, Weight Watchers, and Mary Brown's on either side of each other. So it's like right between it.
Funny
Like, though I walk in the valley of death, I will fear no evil kind of thing.
You know, most people walking with their head down, they're just like, "Fuck me."
I saw that picture.
They're feeling shame. They just want to walk in.
The Miss Mary Brown's I was like, I never heard of that. It's probably something in the States, is what I guess what I thought
it's
was.
from Newfoundland.
Yeah, that's a funny fucking thing, man.
When I lived there in Calgary, they had a few Mary Browns out there, and I used to go there just like get a kind of a taste of the East Coast back when I missed home, kind of thing.
Nick, just because I have to ask, because it's always asked now in these hangouts, how many tabs do you have open?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, there's a few.
That's
I
like,
got, like,
Oh my god.
oh,
least-
fuck, you're
there's at least
scrolling
20
tabs? You're scrolling tabs? What is happening?
Wow.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
I've got, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
10, 11. I've got 12 open right now.
I have 12. There's no scrolling.
I open
But-
shit that I want to look at some point. Like, for example, I want to watch
what is
like you've never
what is your
heard
browser?
Dire Straits like this.
What is your browser you're using?
Firefox.
Can you pin tabs in Firefox?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like I've got like the ones I use most often.
Here.
There's like 7 tabs over on the side that are pinned there, so they're never in like this weird scrolling insanity you have going on. Your internet history is a mess. It scares me right now.
Well, I look a lot of shit online.
My God, man.
I can close that.
Taking off top?
Pizza.
Yeah,
What is
I'm
this?
gonna jump
What
off
is
here.
that? What the fuck
Alright,
is
take it
that?
easy. I'm gonna need you guys to don't take it easy.
That's a pizza from Pomodori's. That's the pizza place around here. It's local, but it's a real Italian.
Honestly, though, that
Thanks
looks
for the invite,
Nick.
Yeah.
No problem.
looks
Anytime.
fucking delicious, and I would love to have a piece of that pizza. It looks really
I want one right now.
yeah.
Nick, we're gonna need
Just
you to settle
randomly.
down. We need you to settle right down.
Me?
No, Nick. But yes, also you. Todd was saying
me,
goodbye,
fuck
and you guys are screaming about pizza. Todd's like, I'll see you later.
Hey!
I need that pizza right now.
I was
wondering why
gonna
he showed up.
I was gonna pop in and like cut people off, like when I left for
You
a
always
minute there
cut
with the
people
when fuck you. I've been trying not to recently. You
Try
bastard.
harder.
Touche. I'm trying, man. But yeah, the when I left to talk with that girl a while ago, it was like I was sitting there for a minute, or I felt at least like probably 3 or 4 minutes, and I was waiting, just kind of trying to be like, I'll be maybe back, guys. I'm gonna leave, but I didn't want to just cut people off, so that's why I put in the side chat, I'm gonna leave, and I did. And then I came back, and yeah, just I don't know. And again, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying, man.
You're drunk.
I'm not hammered. I'm drunk. I'm not hammered though.
I honestly don't care if you improve or not. I'm still gonna make fun of you. I don't give a shit. I don't give
Well,
a
that's
shit.
fine.
It's all
That's
the same to me.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Fair. That's fair.
Fair.
Yeah. I would not expect any less at all.
I think
I treat everyone with an equal level of disdain at this
You
point. so
hate
it's just
everyone
like-
equally. You're not a racist because you hate everyone equally.
Well,
No,
hating
like,
you has
how-
nothing to do with your fucking race, Nick.
How do you put like the disdainist, like some kind of cool like way to be like the supervillain of disdain? How would and then you could fight Greg the beer burglar at some point, and
Yeah,
the beer patrol have this whole like
Maybe call me Curmudgeatron or something like that.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Redbeard, this is the CPU fan and my brother's friend's going to give me.
Is that the size of that thing? That's fucking huge.
Fucking huge of it.
Oh my god!
It's absolutely massive, and that's going to be in my box.
Is that also your motherboard size, or do you have a full?
No, that's actually a full ATX motherboard. I'm buying
Is
a
it
micro.
Really?
I'm getting a micro.
Okay, so yeah, that will not fit. Do not get a micro ATX case. Don't do that.
I already have one. Sorry.
Well, then don't try to put that. Okay, go ahead and try, but good luck putting that fucking fan in there.
All right, boys, take it off.
All right, Joe. Have a good one, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite, Nick. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I have to watch back the beginning of your guys' mystery beer review. I watched about the second half of it, but it was a good time. Good time. Hopefully people send more to other people except for Redbeard. Redbeard doesn't deserve any. Just to be clear. He knows.
Thanks, buddy.
It's all right. Sorry, you don't though. You don't.
Yeah,
I deserve nothing.
All right, take it.
There you go. Yeah, the board that I bought, it's right here. It'll fit it. No problem.
It'll fit, but again, like, will it fit in your case?
I don't know. Here's the thing. Someone's giving it to me for free. I'll try it.
Oh yeah,
idea if it'll work.
It's gonna be like it'll fit as long as you keep the one side panel off your case all the time. I can see it being like that because it's.
Well, if it's like that, I might not use it because the processor I bought is got it with it. You got a cooler.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah.
But
if you fit that, yeah.
Even with only one fan mounted, if it fits it, then I might as well use it. Apparently, it's awesome.
Yeah, like just run. Do you have a what is it? Fucking H. What the fuck's the name of the goddamn program? It's a really good hardware HW Info. Do you have that?
I haven't used that. I've used CPU Z before.
Okay, the HW Info, like the HWINFO 64. Find a cracked copy of that and install it. And whenever you're running anything you want to keep an eye on, you can customize all the modules and the stuff. So like it only displays, say, your CPU or your GPU if you want, or whatever you want. It's stupidly great for monitoring all that shit. And with your new system, I assume you might want to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're totally entertaining Lee here to computer talk.
Oh, I'm sure.
How's the tablet treat?
It's fun. It's just a little Samsung Galaxy Light or whatever. So it doesn't have much power or space or anything like that. So I think I'm going to invest in a little micro SD card just to give it an actual hard drive. That might be nice.
With prices these days, you can get a decent, I guess, 64 gig. You can get one of those.
64 gigs is cheap now for one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the prices. It's like, next payday I'll pick one up. What the fuck?
Yeah,
nice.
Like I've got a 128 in my phone alone and a 64 in my tablet. It's worth it. I love the fact like a lot of the Android stuff they don't come with micro SD slots, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it.
Yeah,
to get one that has it. Whatever.
I mean, at this point, it's even buying budget laptops. It's like almost a requisite to have a fucking micro SD card. Is just or some sort of flash drive is just extra fucking space because fucking Windows 10 takes up like over half your fucking hard drive space. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, depending on the hard drive you get with them. A lot of times, a lot of the budget laptops, yeah, for sure, there's not much space at all. Like I have I have a 64 gig in my phone, and it's basically just like where I store my pictures and music. Yeah, and just keep that off the phone, and fucking.
My laptop's got a 250 gig SSD in it. I pretty much if I want to store anything on it at all, I have to have an external hard drive to go with it.
I have my PC. I've got a 500 gig SSD, so it's like I try to keep the games I'm playing installed on the main hard drive. So I'm constantly like uninstalling games and reinstalling other games because games are.
I bought one of these for my new system, an 860 Evo, 500 gig.
There you go.
And I'm excited about having that in there. Right now I'm running off at 250, but I've got I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive, like physical, like mechanical hard drive in there that I use for storage.
Like what are your plans like for this new crazy, pretty impressive PC you're making right now?
I haven't had a computer upgrade in 7 years, so it's kind of the thought is like I want something a little bit more.
Because like are you on Steam at all?
Well, I have Steam. I haven't played games in a long time. I'm thinking about buying Doom.
We can go old school, man. Like I don't know if Doom is the new Doom is multiplayer, but I'm saying like Command and Conquer and shit like that. Like go install, get your new shit going, install it, get Origin is EA.
I actually have my Steam open right now. Let's take a look. Look at my old library. I've got Portal 2, BioShock, Half-Life 2.
You got all the fucking greatest hits going on right here.
Yeah, I bought the BioShock kit when Infinite went on sale one year, and I actually have never played Infinite. I have it.
I have I don't know how to have that Worms version. I have like the whole Worms collection. I have Grid 2.
I've got Worms Reloaded, and I think I have Armageddon.
There you go.
Quake 4, Unreal Tournament 2004 was one of my favorites back in the day. Sin was awesome, but I like the Sin episodes. I have that too. Quake 2, that's probably one of my all-time favorites.
I never played the Quake games.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't a huge fan of the original Quake, but Quake 2, that's a game I could just sit down and play.
Nice.
Quake 4 is awesome. I got Grid, but I never actually sat down and played that.
That's a racing game, I assume, right?
Yeah, it is.
Because I have Grid 2.
Quake 3 Arena. That's always a accessible game. Got Dirt 3. That's another one like Grid I bought and then I didn't play.
I played one of the Dirt games at one point. There, it's just like a rally cross kind of racing game.
And what's it? Prey. I played a little bit of that. I didn't play it all the way through. But Half-Life 2, I loved Half-Life 2.
I saw good things about
Unreal Tournament 3 and Unreal Tournament. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
I haven't played it at all, but at one point I would like to get that game.
Now that's the original Prey from 2007 or something.
Okay, that's probably not the right one then.
Yeah, because they came out with a new version of it like only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's what I want.
A reboot kind of thing. And I got the Unreal Tournament, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, which is ridiculously hard at the end. Sin Episodes Emergence, Half-Life 2 Episode 1.
Like almost all of the games you have are like the Steam's greatest hits kind of things. It's
pretty much, well, they are now.
Yeah.
I haven't bought a game for Steam like since 2013.
Here, let me I'll share my screen now. Screen share, entire screen. Share.
I mean, I haven't upgraded my graphics card since 2014. I'm kind of half thinking about getting a new graphics card.
Like, there are so many games in here I haven't even played. The Spider-Man, fucking Ark Survival's in there.
Do you have the new Doom from 2016?
Oh yeah, I've actually shot a lot of live stream of that. It is quite good. Darksiders 1 and 2 are in there. Some random like Dead Islands in there.
Yeah, you get Doom right there.
Deus Ex.
Right, stop sharing here.
Fucking all kinds of fun stuff. I've got I think a couple hundred games in here. A bunch of them I haven't even played. A lot of them like pixel art stuff. But again, like if you get your PC up and going, and I got a bunch of fun multiplayer games in here that we could fucking fire up and do some like co-op live stream type shit. It'd be fun.
Cool. I've been kind of thinking about getting Doom.
You should get Doom.
Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about getting Doom because it's only $25 right now.
Doom I'd love to try it. Good.
I'd love to try it on the computer as it is now before I do the upgrade, and then do the upgrade and see how it runs after, just to see the difference. Because I mean, any of the other games that I've got, I'm probably not going to notice any difference. It's all going to be ridiculously fast.
Well, again, I am saying like you like more of the old school. Like if you get that fucking get that Origin, which is basically the EA games Steam kind of program you get. And you can get like the first decade, I think it's called. It's all the Command and Conquer games.
Oh yeah.
And like, I imagine you must have played some Command and Conquer.
I never got into those kind of games. The RTS stuff.
Oh, really?
I never really played like Warcraft or Starcraft or anything.
Oh, well, that makes me almost sad. For some reason, I like we're like roughly the same age. I can see back then,
I always like racers and I like first person shooters.
I love both those. Like the thing is, like my main thing is I love using my controller. I love sitting here on my couch in front of my TV, playing a game on a controller. But the only games that I'm ever like hardcore, you have to have a keyboard and mouse, was those RTS games, Command and Conquer and shit. Like some of them were kind of optimized for controller use, but the keyboard and mouse always worked better. And I don't know, I don't know why, but I figured you would have been one of those kind of guys. It was like, yeah, man, fucking Command and Conquer, woo! I'm almost saddened by the fact you didn't play much of it right now.
Yeah, well, it's just what I was into for the time being. Apparently, I need to install DirectX to launch something. I was trying to launch the original Unreal.
There you go. Okay, randomly though, it's like you can get it for about like $10 or $15. Get Command and Conquer the first decade and just try it. Give it a go. Because if you'd like it, I would love to play some of that online with you. It's like one of those kind of things that works so well. It'd be a lot of fun, kind of thing.
I remember the Command and Conquer games. The first ones being some of the most like easy to pick up, most user friendly sort of RTSs you could hope for.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, but on the flip side, the stories behind them were also like they had like those like semi big budget cutscenes and stuff with like it was well done, and like when you get into some of the later ones where you could zoom in and stuff and fucking they were supposed to come out with a new one recently, and I was in the beta, and it was basically Command and Conquer Generals, but like updated and all like awesome and stuff. I played like a few skirmish matches on it with some other people online, and it was fucking beautiful. And for whatever reason, the project died, and now Command and Conquer is basically dead. And like because the Command was Tiberium's son, Tiberium Wars 4, where the fuck it was, Command and Conquer 4. Where like you didn't have a base anymore. It was like this mobile weird thing going around that dropped your units and shit. And like that basically almost killed it forever. And then they were trying to revive it. And it was so close to it. And then it never happened. And it makes me sad because I love Command and Conquer. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. I went on for too long with that.
I was trying to see if I could launch Unreal Tournament and have people see the screen. Like, shit. Back to... Not great. That didn't work.
Good
so
job.
literally, pretty much any multiplayer game, once you get your new PC up and running, Nick, any multiplayer game you find that you want to play with somebody, hit me up, buddy, and I will fucking hit down do that. That'd be fun. Because I'm always looking to, I don't know, hang out with people online and stuff. Because I have no life, basically.
Oh, I can't see it, but can you see this?
Yep.
Kind of. It's dark, but it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I actually still have some profile stuff saved in here.
That guy's got some boobs on him. My God.
Time. Is there a practice session? There we go. Sure. Why not? I just want to see if this still works.
Here we go. What the? Wow. The fucking camera angles of the. What the?
Great.
Wow.
Where'd it go?
I'm hoping it's running better for you than it is for us right now.
Oh, I gotta turn my mouse down here.
Yeah, you're going quick, man.
I'm getting like 4 frames per second over here.
All right.
Okay, there we go. That fixed things a bit. Now you've
Can't
been
remember how to
poisoned?
fucking play.
Oh, and died in the poison water. Nice.
Arr.
Jamie, clip that.
There you go. Shit. We need the Nick face cam in the corner. Oh. Yeah, this is like reminds me of like kind of old school Doom, basically. Probably one of the closest games I played to this back in the day.
Wow, I suck compared to what I used to. I used to be pretty good at this.
I believe you.
You're still alive. Ooh, a rocket pack. What is this fancy gun you got now? Oh, wait, did you just kill like another actual player? Like, are you playing online right now?
No, he's playing a practice session, I think, aren't you? Just like bots or whatever.
Okay, because like the name seemed like it would have been like an actual person.
No, if it was actual people, it would have been like there would be like a bunch of numbers in the name, and it would be like a bunch of racist shit as well. It would have been like gay N-word 42 or something like that, you know.
That's a valid point, buddy. That was awesome. Gay N-word.
Yeah, and then you had Nick would have been really pissed off because he would have been hearing some little kid going, "Fuck you, fag! Fuck you! Your mother's a whore! Fuck you!"
Oh, so now I'm wishing I was fucking screen capturing all this shit because these are voice fucking things. Awesome. Just lead in the background with a fuck you, kid. That's pretty good.
I'm gonna rape you. I'm gonna rape your sister. I'm gonna rape your sister. Fuck you.
Oh.
Oh, if I had taken a big drink of my beer right there, that would have been bad. Jesus Christ.
Your mother sucked my dick yesterday. I slapped her with my dick and then I shot her head off. I'm gonna cut off your dad's head and I'm gonna fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's like it's almost Cartman, but not quite.
Hey, well, fuck you, guy. I can fuck your mother. I'm gonna fuck your mother right in the skull. Yeah, I'm
There
gonna
you
skull
go.
fuck her, kid.
There you go. That's good shit, buddy. That's gold right there.
I'm gonna take your little puppy dog and I'm gonna fucking shit in its mouth.
Randomly, 4 people
Ow.
are still watching. Basically, the Nick live streaming of the gaming right now.
Jamie says,
First time I played this in like 5 years.
Jamie says, did any of you guys play Call of Duty, or did you ever? I never played Call of Duty.
Hey, double kill.
I played a bit of it, but I was always more into the Battlefield myself.
And then he says, the new Blackout was fun as hell. He says, life coach, delete Steam, get Tender. And then he says, gay N-word 42. That's my mom's account.
Good old fucking Jamie. Good old Jamie. Like, these are some, like, they're impressive when you think about when the game came out. But, like, Jesus Christ, does this game look old?
Yeah.
Like, and Nick, when you get your new PC assembled, buddy, be prepared for a whole new world of realism.
Ow.
Oh, you're doing so good.
Fuck realism. I just want good
Rocket to the
games.
dick. You want to get what now?
Said fuck realism. I just want good games. If the graphics have to be really good, then that's just an added.
No, I'll give you that. Like, if the game is really good, the graphics don't really matter that much. But yeah, like nowadays, graphics is a big part of it. And yeah, there are some really good, beautiful looking games, and I'm a big fan of playing a game that looks just fucking gorgeous. Yeah, you can go back to some old school games, and if they hold up, they hold up. But some just don't hold up.
No, a lot of the sort of polygon stuff doesn't look good on newer monitors and TVs.
Yeah, like the new PlayStation Classic thing they just announced with like whatever 20 games from PlayStation 1. I don't know if that's going to be nearly as good as like the NES, the original NES Classic, like those old school games that didn't have the capability to try and be 3D. That's okay to play those again. But these old kind of like what I'm watching right now on my goddamn screen, fuck you, Nick, is like almost a bit too old kind of thing.
See, at least this is PC. This still looks decent. But when you got like N64 or the old PlayStation games that had like the 3D polygon kind of thing going on, if you want those to look good, you have to actually like spend some money for something that can upscale them, and
you have to basically like remaster the game and make it.
That little PlayStation Mini, I was looking at it and it's like, there's no way that thing's going to upscale any of those games. They're just going to look like shit.
And a bunch of the games on there is like, who the fuck even ever heard of those games?
Yeah,
I saw the lineup and it was like, I would never buy this console ever in my life.
Honestly, what does the first like PlayStation really have as far as games like Final Fantasy VII? Like that's.
They had the Nightmare Creatures or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah,
those were pretty cool games.
But they don't really have the impressive library in their initial console that.
There were some pretty good racing games. For the first Gran Turismo and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh really? Max won the. Oh, look at him go! Holy fuck! You like actually like kicked ass. You like destroyed that match, buddy.
Yeah,
good job.
You killed a bunch of bots on easy or whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't even know what the skill level was set to. I just sort of started playing.
So
I used to be pretty good at this. Like I used to rock LAN parties.
LAN parties used to be the most fun thing ever.
Windows Explorer stopped working.
That's the best.
All right. Well, to be fair, I am sharing shit. Just let it start responding here so I can actually go back to the chat. Woo! There we go.
What is this? Like on your start menu right there? What the fuck? Like, is that like your quick access bar thing there?
Yeah, I have an old school quick launch bar.
I do too, with like maybe 12 things in it. Like, what the hell do you have in that thing, man?
What? Shit.
It looked huge.
That's what she said.
Oh,
well, yeah. I suppose here I'm gonna move this over here so I don't get this stupid.
Jesus. The other night when he shared, he had
like half your fucking taskbar, man.
Well, I got Firefox, 2 Windows keys, VNC viewer, so I can get into my other computers. Steam, bunch of share folders on the network. Movie Maker. Angry Bird Space, which is still there after years, which I haven't deleted yet. Winamp.
How did you what, dude?
Yeah.
What Windows are you running right now?
What? Windows 7.
Okay, well fix that and make it 10 and just switch to Groove.
I'm putting 10 on the new one.
Windows, your microphone randomly went all kinds of quiet out of nowhere.
What?
You went really quiet.
It's this shit right here, this Logitech software.
Whatever it is, you've gone quiet.
Here's what happens when I go into my Logitech software. Yeah, there we go. When I go into my Logitech software, I think it's my Logitech software that keeps jacking the volume down all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And
whatever's happening. First of all, uninstall Winamp. Just abandon that forever. It's done. It's gone. You're living in the past with Winamp. Man.
You ever use Wireshark?
I don't even know what the fuck that network prototype. What
protocol analyzer? It allows you to do a packet capture of outgoing and incoming wire and network streams, and allows you to analyze the packets individually.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's something I've always needed.
Yeah, I don't think I have any.
I actually use this at work sometimes.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
at work. There you go.
I'm an analyst, right? So this is stuff I do anyway.
And
So
your Government of Canada
there's
weather set
Chrome.
open. You always gotta have that.
well, I just opened that, so
Like,
nobody's
so,
looking
like-
at my desktop.
But no,
And
but
of
like
course-
you know, 1, 2, 3. How many Government Canada fucking tabs do you have open right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, too many.
I don't know why
Maybe.
that's open actually. So there's like the radar over Eastern Canada. I can close that. Weather radar at a chip in New Brunswick, so I can see where the weather is. It's not too bad right now. And of course Sussex
My
newscast, because I was looking at the weather forecast for Sussex last weekend, and I still haven't closed it yet, so I can go. And of course St. John, because I want to know what the weather's like tomorrow. And it's going to be shit. Fuck.
Wow.
It's supposed to be a car show in town too.
Just look at your tabs now that you've actually like fixed things up. It's like
Yeah.
man,
I'm a
Doesn't
little
change.
disturbed that you
That
said
is-
you had tabs open since last weekend. That's.
Yeah, well,
I don't even want to
Yeah.
see your fucking bookmarks bar.
actually, I hardly ever use the bookmarks bar.
Oh well, okay, that explains some things then.
Hey, look, it's Chris.
bookmarks are great.
Oh, this is actually neat. Like, this is an old archived stream, like a news report from 1983 on the death of the Stubby bottle. I came
Like,
across
what,
that.
are we gonna do a different browser now that has like another fucking 50 tabs open?
Yeah, I got Chrome and Firefox.
Dude, my god.
All right, I'm gonna leave, but
So many tabs.
Windows 7 solidarity, brother. I'll fucking agree with you on that one.
Then again, I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna finally make the jump.
I'm not gonna say it's like the best ever, but like Windows 10, fucking solid upgrade for 7, buddy.
I'm actually
sure.
considering my next time I purchase a computer, I'm just gonna do it over fucking eBay and get some old fucking Windows 7 machine that's been sitting in a warehouse somewhere. That's how much I love Windows 7. I don't want to make the jump.
No, I loved it too. I was a huge fan. I was like, never gonna try. I tried Windows 8 for a bit, and I was like, "Fuck you, Windows 8."
sucked ass.
No, again, I went back to Windows 7, and I was like,
I mean,
yes.
Windows 8 sucked a metric ton of
But
ass.
then when Windows 10 came out, and I was like, I'm gonna try that too. And Windows 10 is like the perfect mix of 7 and 8.
Mhm.
Like 8 had, when you like actually got into it,
Windows
there was some
10
cool stuff
is
about it.
Definitely not perfect, but it's better than 8, and
It's-
it's pretty much the best you're going to get if you want to support modern.
Well, yeah, like it's got the game
Peripherals.
mode and all that kind of cool shit. It's a fucking pretty good shit, man. Like I'm not sure what's going to cap up. Like what will be the next Windows? Like will be Windows 11.
I think
Will they call it
Microsoft's
something
been
else?
saying that there's not going to be another version of Windows. They're just going to keep launching incremental updates to 10, just like
I
Mac
saw
OS
that,
does.
but I can see like eventually, like like
Yeah, no,
Windows,
it's
like
what
what they
Microsoft
have
style
now
doing
is basically what you're gonna like. Why would you change anything the way it is now? Basically,
Well, right now we're at the point
But-
where like if this were Windows 7 would be into like Service Pack 2 by now or something.
yeah.
Because when Windows 7 came out in 2009, they were still rocking it up until 2012.
Well, again, like I had that. But XP, it was not XP. Vista was
Oh, gross.
just. It wasn't terrible,
No.
but it had way too many fucking. And when 7 came out, I was like, holy fuck, this is bad. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
when
Yeah.
Vista wasn't terrible, but when 7 came out, it was clear that, like, holy shit, this
Yeah.
is the best way to do it ever.
And again, 8 came out, but then they came out at 8.1, where the fuck it was. That update did make a lot of things a bit better, but it still was a bit kind of not what you want it to be. And then 10 is fucking, again, everybody here, all the thousands of people watching and in the chat right now, give 10 a try. It's great.
Yeah, give 10 a try and then throw it down the toilet with the fucking Taco Bell. Good night, guys.
Good
Cheers.
night. Yeah, I'm gonna take this
never
offline.
even waits to fucking say goodbye. God damn him.
No, that's definitely for. I'm gonna take this offline too. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're only down to 2. Do we have any more before I leave? Before we have any more comments? I highly doubt it.
I don't. Wait here. It's Basement Beer retracted 4 of his comments.
I don't know what he was talking about. There's Basement Beer was talking about Halo parties back in the day. That was some good times.
Yes.
Yeah, I never really played the original Halo on Xbox.
Oh.
Yes, I did play it, but I didn't play it up until like just before Halo 2 came out.
Oh,
I love the original Halo.
I played the shit out of the first Halo and the second Halo. They were both available for PC and Xbox.
They were both available, and I did play multiplayer on the PC version, but I didn't play it a lot.
No
and
multiplayer?
What I'm trying to say before you interrupt.
Yeah, sorry.
I used to play it on, like, I had it on Xbox and I loved it on Xbox, but I didn't really have a lot of friends that had Xboxes to play it against, so I didn't. When I got Halo 2, I got Xbox Live and played that live for a while. And nice. I had an Xbox 360 and I played that Halo 3 live on it. But after that, I kind of fell off the wagon on that one. I never really played it again. But Halo 2 and Halo 3 were fucking awesome.
I never played 3, but like I enjoyed 1 and 2.
Yeah, they never came out with 3 for the PC.
No, I know, and it makes me mad.
Yeah, I even have 3 ODST, and I never played it.
Well, aren't you special?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. You're still alive right now, so
I know. Because I was answering Jamie's question, who I imagine is probably still watching.
Oh, everybody loves it. Jamie, I love you, man. You're the best.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill the stream and then also go to bed, though.
Well, yeah, that was my plan. Like, I'm gonna go to bed as the stream ends, kind of thing. So, yeah. It's now roughly 1:30ish in the morning. So, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Anybody out there watching? Yeah, it's 2:30 now.
Yeah, there's actually 4 people watching now, which means that there's me, you, and 2 other people. Probably Jamie and somebody else.
There we go.
We got in the corner.
Big audience out there.
Okay. All right. I'm going to head out, and thanks for watching, everybody. Actually turned out to be a pretty good stream tonight.
No, it's fun. I had a good time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, peace out.
Peace out, dude. Catch you later.
Yeah, okay.